हाय गाइस, मेरे को लेट हो गया। थोड़ा लाइट का इशू चल रहा है आजकल। मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती, लेकिन मेरे को पैच लगाना।
That we can start to see what sort of interactions they do have together, but as I said, it's going to be over towards A lobby yet again for Bonkers with that deeper dart. See what they can reveal on the back of that.
Yeah, Lou spotted immediately as well.
Hi Flash, how far are you? Hi Jiffer, hi Somi, hi Jay, hi Sachin, hi Adi.
What damage they can deliver to make things a little bit better for them coming into the next round. An engagement against Dragon that doesn't go your way, however.
Bit of a leg shot back.
Yeah, and an upgrade to a Vandal.
They didn't see him. Oh, how's he done that?
Cheeky.
Antidote Chad, apparently.
And a regrowth can come out from Aziz if required.
Exactly right. But he is a little bit of a distance away. And now as they dash past him, I don't know if Lou actually spotted him inside that nebula. No, didn't at all. Aziz. That's a massive play. Gets two, but he's only 11 HP. Cannot heal himself, of course. So Lou takes it upon himself to instead find Antidote. Now he can drop the Trailblazer. Forcing his way forward. It's still a 2 versus 2 here. Aziz has that guiding light available, but what's going to make quick work of RVK, and that should just be Ayushi.
Nice bonus.
Great response there from Lou.
How are you? As motor को बढ़ा के था reach only train is full empty. ऐसा किसी को नहीं जाना, सिर्फ तुम्हें ही जाना था वापस. Hi Zen, how are you? Hello Late, how are you?
Where Bonkers have developed team synergy.
Gotta remember though.
Same BC, same. That's why I missed the first match. But 5 kg electricity to you. Hi Troy, I'm fine. How are you?
In that one, already feeling a little bit more presence from Orangutan. A bit of rejuvenation from the previous map, where they're being brought down, they're being cut. Bonkers see what they can do to draw Orangutan out when they finally do have some guns of their own. 3 rounds we've seen Bonkers contend essentially with A at the beginning, and this time a bit of a set counter from Orangutan.
It has been the thing with Orangutan, hasn't it? You know, they like to fight the jewels early, and it's easy.
See what damage he can at least do here. If he can get that spike, best of 2 players over at the lobby, he will have access to a lockdown. And at that point in time, it's just doing another 1 versus 2. Start to see some rotations for Orangutan 2.
फाटू तो गया है वहाँ पे वेन्यू पे दिल्ली में और टिपोन है.
This is where he has to start to
I don't even care. Have a Sudani, how are you?
They reveal him with the ping of the bolt. That's quite unfortunate. But
love you. Bye. Thank you.
Asking for from the previous round. Where was Rawfield?
जवाब क्यों नहीं बदल रहा?
Exactly the man we needed to show up to the party late.
जा तुम खेलो.
But he's brought some accessories. Good man. Thank you for coming. We like to see it.
Hi Neil, how are you? How's your exam?
Just rock up to the party and knock down, sit on the floor.
Less famous.
You've got to show us that you've got the moves to woo over the crowd and the fans.
It's nice, no?
When you do try to condition your opponents as well, like Bonkers have been doing,
yes, probably.
At the beginnings, time and time again, you do have to expect a level of counterplay. It happened, it got him around, but this time there's change.
No holds barred, Lou straight in, and he's got no one spotted. They do actually go for the peak. That's bold, and that's what we love, Rawfield. Great frag to come out, and now though, just a second. Exactly right, Komodo, RDW. That Vandal ripped out of the cold dead hands, the Phantom in the night as what doing it as well. What a turn of events. The tides have shifted. The full moon is out.
And Lou was not allowed to be the beast in that round. It was a team effort from Bonkers. The brainstorm shut down before it could even get activated. The site. But these sheriffs
क्या नाम था? अब लोग जाएंगे दुबई के तो नहीं आएंगे. अब दुबई वाला का तो खत्म. हाय कृतेश, क्या हाल है? लेट हो गया आप?
Light. You can't let that shake you.
Cocato as well. So happy with that one. Clearly stoked of everything going along.
There's an operator here for Rawfield, no shields behind it. This is a glass cannon. And Lou this time gets the opener that he wanted, smokes it down for OG.
What the hell were you doing just there, RVK? Giving it up for free. Site taken, spike planted.
RDW does have a Fury as well, so in case they
मेरे को आया ही नहीं मैसेज. मैं क्यों इग्नोर करूँगी भाई? 10 लोगों का पढ़ के तुम्हारा क्यों इग्नोर करूँगी? मुझे पता.
For the spike denial or a lockdown denial? If OGS even go for this, Mitch, they're already posturing for a save.
Yeah, I think they just aren't happy with it at all. I guess that's the thing about the opening pick there from RVK, right? He was so dry, just left it all alone and said, why have you done that, guys? Come on. So I think really, really wise here. Orangutan letting it settle and just skipping this one. Next round.
Yep, you have to as well.
I'm
Trying
okay,
to
Champagne, how are
retake
you?
against the C site with no smokes. Yes, you could try and justify getting Tesseract
ये
in with the
सूट में
recon
कितनी
bolt,
प्यारी
but
लग रही है.
it just
Thank
doesn't
you.
work out when you've also got raw fuel
Bye bye,
on an
Neil.
operator. Had
Keep
he
well.
got
Take care.
blades, I mean, maybe one could argue, but nevertheless, a single kill done in that round.
It's fine. Good
Let's
save.
just call that one a day.
Yep.
Go at it again tomorrow.
It's
It takes
still very early
a lot of
on.
mental
You can
fortitude
still
to
do all
actually
this
say,
right now.
let's save in
Yep.
that moment. Last
तो
map
गया
of the tournament potentially, Komodo.
नहीं ये सेव करना ही चाहिए था. सही
I
किया
kind of
उन्होंने.
want to see as well for RVK down onto the light shields, down onto the
सोचो
bulldog
क्या
as well.
अच्छा
You know, we will get a
आज
bit of a
आए
half-life shield
नहीं.
for raw fuel to back up that operator. But the blade
WP
storm,
क्या
we're not
निकले?
seeing any shifts from them to try and
Hi Fanny, how are
actualize their
you?
economy
I'm
either.
good too,
So it
nice.
definitely
I
feels
miss
like in a
Oscar and
situation
Nashi.
like
They
this,
don't
you
miss
don't
you.
want to be seeing RVK commit to a fight over at C.
That's where we talk about that ego. Sometimes a bit selfish, right? You know, they're looking for
Like
it.
करो,
Raw Fuel
chat,
has got
like
some
करो.
moments, he wants to continue it.
Yeah, he's 2 kills away from what he achieved on the previous
This round is
round.
very
This time,
important.
Cosmic
अपना
Tide
ये
early.
अगर ये राउंड नहीं
Okay,
निकला तो अपना
straight
एक हो
to the back
जाएगा.
of the
बार-बार
side,
को
Blue.
सिर्फ नो
Very,
अभी
very
तक
close
छुपे
to
थे
first
ना.
one. I think he's
रिवील
actually
क्यों
looked into this.
गए?
Okay, he has, but Tesseract,
Nice,
he's
nice
quick there
trade.
with the response, Komodo. But they're already out.
Yeah, it's fake. That's the thing. Cosmic Divide, send a couple of boys in. You get a flash from Minimize, and that's all you kind of need. In
Oh
towards
my
the A
God,
side, now you've
fake
got some
Pro Max.
ultimates too, but you've
Hi
got
Lucky,
raw
how are you?
fuel, an
How old are
operator
you?
who doesn't
I'm
pop blades to
28.
try and get in toward the
Hi
side or not.
Sanket.
Can't believe the
क्या हाल है?
side.
अच्छा
Completely
बहुत
barren
बैठे.
away
हाँ ना
stand
लाइट
here
नहीं
of
तो मेरा.
a
तारा आज पर
Orangutan.
बहुत.
3 ultimates.
Let everyone settle, exactly.
I know
It's
वो
going to be
लाइन अप पे आने बोलो.
chaos, this one. So much on it to turn the tides, to
बोलती हूँ
give a
मैं.
round lead
उनको ये भी
back.
बोलती है ऐसा
They
अनिरुद्ध
want
की
to
तरह
pop
बमचा नहीं
that
बनने
rolling
का.
thunder, but it's RDW instead
good.
to try and deny anything to come on through here. Do they catch anyone? No. Lockdown destroyed. Now a
Nice one.
swing in from one. Massive stuff here. Only 2. And again, it's so rough. Do they even want to try fight for this? No, because the rolling thunder's come out with Tesseract. Is there enough
ठीक
time?
है उनका 2
I don't
ट्विस्ट हो
think
गया
there
फिर
is. He's
भी
going to
यार
get
ये
3,
राउंड
but he's
इंपॉर्टेंट था
out there,
अपने
and
लिए.
it just didn't look like there was any chance Orangutan were back in there.
होना ही नहीं है तो अब
Set
देख के
strategy play from
कोई
Bonkers.
मतलब
One
है.
of these that you can
हाँ
pull out to
देखते तो
try
फिर
and
भी
gain an
मतलब है.
advantage, and they do it this time. A sacrificial
पहली
lamb
बात
in
तो
lieu, of
सबसे बड़ी
course,
बात तो
but
अपने को
in
सपोर्ट
towards the
करना
side for the
बनता है.
boys
ठीक
at
है
A.
अपनी
And
टीम
I
है उधर
mentioned those
रिप्रेजेंट
ultimates
कर
for
दी
a
है.
reason, right? A
दूसरी
lockdown
बात
to answer a lockdown. But
This is
then
how
what
we
do you
know.
have to do to try to contest against a Hunter's Fury that manages to find Aziz straight
कैसे
away? You
खेलते
take
हैं
away
कैसे
your heavy
नहीं
hitter from the
etc
previous
etc.
map, makes the
Thank you
retake a little
Nur,
bit
how are
more
you?
difficult, and then for good
अनिरुद्ध रैंक
finishing
खेल
as
रहा है.
well, minimize with the
अरे
rolling
वो जी
thunder to
ये
just
टेसरा
buy
क्या
enough time.
खेलता है रे
With all that
जन.
utility used though, how are they going to go?
लास्ट में
over these
अजीज
couple
बहुत
rounds
अच्छा खेला
without
ना.
Well, that's it.
How
Isn't it?
are
Bonkers,
you?
at least they've gotten the lead on
Hi
this
Grey
attacker's side.
Hurricane, how are
Bit of
you?
saving grace for
It's
Orangutan. Do
okay,
have
क्या
a
जनरल क्वेश्चन.
weaker eco here. But you got Tesseract
I
with a
think
Vandal.
so.
You got the
I
Blade
mean,
Storm from Raw Field.
लोगों का 10-20 साल
They're
का भी
starting
होता
to
है.
take a little bit of space down mid.
I don't think I would want it, but I guess. Hi Shovik, how are you?
mentioning it. We needed to see more.
Longest are from which
And there is still so
region? I
much
think
available
Oceanic.
to them.
Yeah, look at this from Tesseract.
Oceanic.
No one can bail him
Run
out.
with
He
that.
needs to get
Ciao.
these kills.
Oh, but it's such a deep line, Komodo. He gets one, but then he's high and dry. Unfortunately, taken down.
Hi
Minimized.
Manish.
Has a response.
Full supporter, but ऐसा performance. अरे
Okay. Even finding the
भाई
site there.
एक
Well done.
चीज तुम
Antidote.
लोगों को 10
Get
बारी
the shot,
कैसे
but
बता सकते
still
हैं.
pushing into position. I think Lou's actually managed to slip the wickets here as well. RVK gets one, but Lou trades out. Aziz, I mean, he can
पहली
still
बार
actually
खेल
do
रहे हैं
it
भाई.
in 1v2.
टाइम लगेगा
Vandal for Tesseract, the one that got
to
the first kill
understand
for
other
Orangutan in
teams
this one,
and this
dropped
and
down
that.
deep mid, and
खुद
Aziz
का
chooses not
synergy
to go for
बनाने
that,
में.
backing on the
OG is
Spectre,
a
wants the element of
comparatively new
surprise.
team.
I like this.
OG is
Both
not a
sides
very
well
old team.
taken. They're hunting.
बहुत ही नई टीम है.
Aziz is going to know exactly where it's planted for. They
Yeah.
can happily
मैं
play
क्वेश्चन
back
करोगे
here.
क्या? हाँ करूँगी मैं.
Can't use the Trailblazer, could use a flash, but again, wants to be sneaky.
That's it. No info given. They know he has to walk straight in.
Nice.
He finds
एक
Lou.
और
Is he gonna
वही
be
है.
ready for the second though? That's the thing about this double up, Komodo. What? He has the grab well available if he wants to pop it as well, and he will. But Aziz, he's crept back up, but he doesn't know. He knows he's not going to be on it. There's that guiding light to go out now, and there's just no time. Aziz looking the wrong way. What's done it to absolute perfection here? And again, it's those mind games that continue for Bonkers. Oh, he even gets the frag on the way out, but
पहले ही मार
He's played
देते
the
हैं.
ball.
yeah.
Hey,
What's
No,
Oceanic? I don't know. It's
himself
like
there.
Australia
Aziz actually
side.
manages to get away with the Vandal. That could be good going into
होगा,
the
एकदम
final
होगा,
rounds too,
chill,
because
yes.
that's another important element that you now have.
They're working
for a
hard,
shooter
nah?
that
It's not
if
like
you
they don't
didn't,
work
that
hard.
costs money. So,
Good
you know,
girl,
not
no,
really going to be
no.
a massive misstep for what, but it it certainly does make things a little bit more spicy in this new round. Place who I'm going to be available for loot. No operator on there.
Oh, this is really new international scene. It's
Bit of
very
confusion there
new.
as well, actually, you know, straight down the guts in towards
Very
B.
freaking new.
Bonker's able to catch Orangutan off
देख
guard.
रहे
What do you
हैं।
think Aziz
नहीं
alive
time था।
this time? Gonna be able to work.
इधर आते ही मुझे सुना जाता गुड नाइट मिस्टर बिरयानी टेक केयर।
Are they going to
और बाकी सब लाइक करो।
in that location?
100 लोग देख रहे हैं 50 likes are what is this? Hi Dizzy, how are you? न्यूजीलैंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया कमांडो तुषार ने किया।
And this time, it's the team of Bonkers straight in towards that B side. And it looks like they should find the spike plant as well. Hunter's Fury will be popped. Lou still hunting.
Nice.
Able to get a couple here.
Arre,
Very
arre.
nicely done. But there's Aziz and
Well, no,
RVK.
here.
I was asking for teamwork because it makes the bloody dream work. Lou in a 1v3. I speak about solo, but these are the times that it counts. He's slipped under the owl drone, and he will not. Not the time to whiff there, Lou. You can be good, but you have to be consistent, and Orangutan will find
Let's go!
four.
Good freaking round.
For Lou as well, that Nova Pulse actually catches him over towards the C link, but the teamwork for Orangutan having access to that Hunter's Fury as well, and then just scattered positioning from their players too. You know, Bonkers going fast in towards the B site. A little bit more
Thank you.
needed from them if they want to be splitting out and pressuring Orangutan. Not set up for that one as well. So
मेरे को लाइन पे on the Aziz new है Tesseract भी तो new है Tesseract कहाँ था पहले and it does not matter just because they were in the same org before does not
Great pick. Aziz has the response as well, so they
and only 3 of them are there
advantage
first of
here,
all. It still does not this thing.
3.
They're playing different teams, different this thing, and literally the game changes at any freaking point.
Build up on your
You
economy
can't
as well.
predict things, you know. You can only predict them to a certain extent, but
It's quite resettable soon.
not
You talk about
with a
resettability,
100%
Bonkers, they
precision.
want a plant.
That's
Get
built
another
it.
line, get another buy in the next round.
S has been performing consistently.
storm
Like,
here.
yesterday also he played so
That
well.
opening spot, but Dragon,
No,
how-
what?
where do you get away with that? How do you get off on this Dragon? What the hell are you doing? Too dry. Solo as a killjoy now. He wants more.
He's gonna get a third.
hungry. He's looking to
Gonna
find
get a third.
third. Oh my God, this
Yes.
guy, he has everything available to him. Never will he falter. As Minimize closes as well, Dragon says,
fuck.
no, I don't want anyone's support. That was a 2v5
Monitor में
and a
घुस गए
solo
बच्चे कौन
walk
monitor
from
में घुस गए अच्छा वो
Dragon.
लोग Hi Surya Gacha, you looking damn cute.
Is
Thank
the
you so much,
just
Pankaj.
superior one, flying his way through to success.
If I'm so good, I don't pro
Gotta
players
say
use
though,
it every
minimizing
round.
that
Genuine
flashbang to provide
question. I don't know. उनसे पूछो.
Dragon and into the site. as
I've
well.
only seen very
These
few
are the
people
rounds
use it,
the
but
team should not be expected to be
then
able
I
to
guess-
deliver when you
I
go
don't
against
know
the
if-
best of the best from other regions. But when you pull it out and you make it successful, it is something special.
भाई
These
दोनों को
guys
orange
need an
orange
anti-fire
है.
shield or something immediately because Dragon just continues to fight the good fight. And the way
And
we
here's the
talked
thing, pro
about him
players,
being a little bit
when
quieter
they-
in the start of this
when they
competition,
play,
you know, you can blame the res for a little bit, fair enough. You can blame
they
the
give
stage
proper
this
call-outs,
guy is
unlike
18.
a
Never
usual
before
Mumbai
has he
server
stepped
comp
foot
game.
in any arena of this
Some people
caliber.
don't have mic,
Has he
some
ever
people
done
do whatever the
anything
fuck
like
they
this
want.
historically?
That's how it
A lot
is.
of these players, rich with FPS experience
around
all over
it
the
there.
years. Valorant,
ABC.
still a relatively new game, right? Plenty more to happen in this. Plenty more
Experience है ना
storylines
just
to build.
class round में
And
हाँ
Dragon,
players
we were
experience
expecting
है
it,
रे
we're
बाबा
hoping
but
for it, and finally it's happening.
Quite a
solo
young
game नहीं है ना
roster
5
together
लोगों
with
का
no
गेम है ना
experience, you know,
तो
together on a LAN
5
environment.
लोगों को साथ में
where
वो
someone
synergy में
like
काम करना
Orangutan
पड़ता है
who played together
तो
for 6
they're
months
still a
in the
very
same
new this
facility,
thing and they
all
still
the
have
experience
so
together
much
to learn inside
to
and
you
outside
know
the game
learn and
what works
to
for us,
practice
showing a little
together
bit of
they
difference
have to increase
here
the synergy
today, where it matters.
and then
around
actually
the
like
Bonkers.
get team from other region
Elevate their spirits.
It's the pass mark as well with 6.
फाटू गया ना मैच देखने तब हार ओरंगुटान मतलब इससे पहले फाटू नहीं गया था बट फिर भी हार रहे
Start
थे
over for the A side again for Bonkers.
थ्रो कर रहे हैं यार
Group up, however.
बस यही कमेंट चाहिए था मेरे को हाँ वहाँ पे वो लोग गए कि आज हम थ्रो करेंगे आज हमें बस थ्रो करने का मन कर रहा है ऐसा एक और थोड़ा मैंने तो लौटा में नहीं से ले लूँ
the big one. Raw feel over at A by himself. Dragon to play lurk.
We
for
gotta have
Bonkers in
faith.
this one.
देखो
Oh, and the timing. Yo, don't tell me he can sneak in. Okay, no.
ओह
he's
देख ले
being
देख ले देख ले
Big info. I was
Nice.
gonna say they could leave him for as long as possible, but it's not going to matter because
टाइमिंग हो
that's
ही गया था
enough
ऑलमोस्ट
info
रॉफिल
for
के
now.
तो वाला है क्या
One's
नहीं
been
सुन
quite
लिया
shy.
in the corner now. Rawfield
वो लोग अगर इस स्टेज पे खेल रहे हैं, वो लोग अगर this is their career, you need to understand that. Bye, Omid, take care, have a great day. कोई मजाक करने नहीं गया. Nice one. Nice.
He's already found that secondary, but he will be punished. He's not going to have his storyline made today. He will be taken away for the time being as Aziz looks to try and step up to his shoes, but it's just not going to happen, is it?
ऐसा close हो रहा है, round फिर जा रहा है.
You try to build this up. You try to give Orangutan this space where they can take it, but it's the teamwork of Bonkers to encapsulate what it means to be solid in this competition.
Are you my Abrar? Like my friend Abrar from Dubai?
Bonkers can get situated, but Bonkers pulling the drain plug, just evacuating.
This is why I want to pro everyone in India, yes.
Well, very, very quickly. In success, you've got Seagate thrown into the mix there as well to reveal position. You had a scan on the planter, and Roy couldn't quite get.
Hi, hey, how are you? Are you back in Dubai? Hi, Pawan, क्या हाल है? Plus को train करना पड़ेगा, फिर ठीक है, इनको comedy scene में current players but can't see that in players is bad as that. Here's the thing, you need to understand the fact that India in esports is very recent as compared to other countries because esports was not really considered a good career option in our country earlier. अपने को सिर्फ education, job, business ये सब से मतलब था. अभी esports is being recognized, so it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time for the players to actually get used to this scene and to know how to counter these teams.
Looked like he was to a degree, but it just wasn't enough for you. Now Aziz has to try and walk through, has to try and break
in
this
Qatar at the moment. Bye, take care, thank you for joining.
Absolutely.
I will see you soon in Dubai, I guess.
Security, but it's just not going to happen. We're minimizing Lua here to steal the show.
How?
8-4. When you think that there's enough members, there's enough bodies for Orangutan, they sacrifice their lives to take Bonkers members down within the lockdown.
8 rounds, more than a pass mark, a high distinction at this point in time. However,
historically, I mean, the similars could be set how are you? I'm Arduk, how are you?
The attacker's side.
Best energy बन जाओ और आप Valorant में हर मैच जीतने लगे इससे कितने % chances 0%, negative 10%. Might go to India next. Oh, you're coming to India? Where in India, by the way? Hi Tanveer, how are you?
It looks better for them in the second half.
कैसे? इतना close जा रहा है and then we're losing. कल भी यही हुआ था.
But it is going to hinge on the fact that the pistol round has to be gathered here from eyes over to Orangutan.
Attacking map है, attacking map है, but they should get this one round.
And he was a pivotal part of that success.
Attacking map बस only में defending में round नहीं निकाले ना.
Against Scars as well, but really now that we've seen the rest of the team kind of get into the foray, you know.
अच्छा वो custom कहाँ ले लो ना.
Dragon finally showing back up to the table here today. But overall, again, Orangutan. We heard them talking about how they're friends, you know. Friendship makes it work. And look, that probably still rings true, right? Yeah. But what we're seeing from Bonkers here
is boys, you got this.
Friendship, adversity.
One round at a time, we got
working together as a group and relying on that support stuff that they've brought to the table.
And I got to say, throughout the course of this tournament, Bonkers have learned to adapt really, really well in these high-pressure scenarios. These disadvantageous positions that they're seeing themselves in, losing opening kills, seeing their opponents stick around in lockdowns through utility. Catching them off guard. Yeah, you see in that last
one. 4 round ही तो है, कोई ना 4 round निकल जाएगा.
2 of them caught off guard, but they still have what it takes.
हाँ, बहुत close fight जा रहा पता है. Which is nice. That means we're able to
they're going to have to bring that to potentially
match them to an extent. But वो 19-20 का आंकड़ा हो जा रहा है.
Utility will deny them for now. And Lou hasn't pushed too far up a lobby, but it is a probable position to get him a kill.
Did he spot that? No, but he gets the tag and he peeks again.
Oh, पड़ गई इधर लोग पीक कर रहे हैं ऐसा होगा. Pistol मांगता है, pistol तो important है.
It's dangerous, that's bold, he's out of there.
What a fault line though. That's just going to stall them.
Yeah, okay. He's taken back the line.
The problem is now for Bonkers, with this duel happening over at A, there's been no push up towards C from the likes of what? Because his utility with Dragons is already set there, it doesn't lead them to lean into.
Oh, Anti expect nice Anti.
Position. We saw it from Tesseract in the previous half, didn't we, Komodo? It's a one and done, and unfortunately with a frenzy, it might just be done as they do try to take point towards B. They're going quick. Dragon.
Nice, let's go.
Great positioning. Orangutan. They get control of the B site.
Yep, they can get the plant a little bit of a lurk as well to come out from Tesseract over at that C site.
Luko तो ये लोग वैसे भी expect कर ही रहे ना. हाँ कर रहे थे.
Another shot taken,
Nice
but
looking
RVK
trade.
will be his revenger. It's Tesseract.
Minimize चलिए आप भी minimize हो जाइए.
Minimize. A pretty
Minimize
impossible
होके
task
चट
here.
के.
Just gonna hope for some damage. We can't expect
Let's
to win it.
freaking go.
It's
Good
a
round.
Bonkers pistol, right?
Yeah, you're never going to get a
Let's
pistol
follow
of
the
Bonkers
sun
with
here.
one in a blue moon.
Havers,
0-4.
क्या ले?
Yet they're still ahead of the game by quite a margin.
Yeah, just goes to
Ashu?
show as well, you know,
Ashu?
when the rifle rounds are in play for Orangutan, that's where it's a
Yeah.
little bit lacking, and that's why we need to not see this one-man army show. In a pistol round, okay, sure, you can probably argue that that's where it might be a little bit more acceptable than a rifle round, but right now, that pistol round has been gathered for Orangutan once again. They're going to be getting into their comfy buy for this second round, but then after that, if things go in order and we don't see a thrifty here for Bonkers, I need to see from Orangutan.
उधर जाके बैठ के मैं क्या
hitting
करूँ?
the mark like
Let's
this.
go Aziz.
Perfect. Aziz has been doing what we've needed him
Mare
to,
अभी
right?
बाय
Should be a
सुबह.
third here. Yep, easy done. Great on the
देखो
previous
यार,
map
जीते
of Pearl,
अजीत
you
तेज
know,
करने वाला
edging his
था.
way up towards
करने
30
देते.
frags. But it's no different here. Swaps roles
KGD.
onto the sky.
Yep.
Very, very versatile player.
Very
Continuing to
versatile.
charge forward.
And that's
Dude,
one of the
what dude?
questions that I was kind of having coming in towards a map like Haven.
It's one of us
because
to have
it's taken
participated in
Orangutan
biggest
yet again
leagues. It's a great
when
achievement.
They
Exactly.
relied on Tesseract to get them over the line against
G,
DEEPCOOL
OG.
Castle. This time, we see
Our
the
teams
first
are
map
doing
be
really well. We should be
really,
proud
really
of them.
well played Out from the likes of Aziz on the Phoenix.
Actually,
Switching over
बोला
to
तो
Sky.
अपना stream
What
करते
are we
हैं.
going to get him to do in this
इसको
one? Is he
खेलना
just
है.
going to have to try and play with an entry duelist
क्या कर
mindset
रहे थे?
on a different agent?
तू
And the
उधर
answer
जाके
is
बैठ गया
kind
इधर.
of looking like yes, right? He's in the mix. He's toward the front of the pack. You know, a big amount of these rounds.
Bonus मिला तो we got this.
Now,
Hopefully we
do
get the
Bonkers
bonus.
into a buy. Come
I mean,
the
we
second
can.
half
We
of
have two
Vandals round
Bulldogs.
for them, all the utility that they do want. And remember, this defensive side. they
But
want to
those
try
two
and get some
Bulldogs need to
information
make
early on.
impact.
This time it's at the form of OGS getting into the B side really
Oldfield
quick.
solo though, all by himself on the top of this side. He's got to be careful, minimize. He's going to get caught, but he keeps using these flashes effectively. He is going to get taken down. But he
So
does
nice
get
trade
traded.
going on.
Nicely done from Antidote, of course. Just this bonus. 4 for 4. What picks up another, though? Lou already here to respond. They managed
उसको
to get that
जल्दी
spike
आने
down
था.
despite the chaos. And as they try to swing, Dragon will punish
Dude.
again. Swing and a miss there
Respect
for
that thing.
RBK, who has been pretty damn absent
Anti,
this
anti,
map.
anti, anti.
Lou to
I think red color is
close.
only
Spike to be
meant for
defused.
you.
And
Nice.
Bonkers. They get
असली
the
दिखा
necessary
दो
response.
है
The
वो
time
से.
minimize was able
ये
to
तो
find
रहा.
a scrap towards the entry of B as well to just try and get the
ये
plant
तो
down for
हाई
OGS.
हाई बोलो हाई
Two flashes thrown on out, a dart and a stun towards his location, and he still manages to win a fight before losing his life. Enough time for his teammates to get into the site, also caring for the fact that a flank could be possible. First big round for Bonkers on this defensive side, not losing
6-9,
out
that's okay.
to the bonus like last time.
वो से क्या
Not
समझ
this
रहे हो?
time.
गंडे
An operator for
गंडे पे था वो
Antidote
केजे पे तो जो
on
हुआ
the
वो गंडे पे
Killjoy,
था.
on the attacker's side of Haven.
Let him cook.
Don't think that's something that I've
This-
seen.
they could have-
in
if they'd
quite a long
actually
time,
killed
if not
Minimize
ever.
earlier,
This is a set play from Bonkers, a fault line up through short.
there still would have
for
been a
Big Blue
chance.
on the contact.
ओह
with Veto.
आंटी जॉर्ड बोलते हैं.
I love it. It's
कल आना
beautiful.
ल्यू कल
Sometimes
कल भी मत आना
the dish
परसों
is
आना.
best served calls.
Yeah, and it's Lou that they've taken out as well. Seekers in a quick
Thanks,
destruction from
Rosie.
Dragon, but now over to the C site. It's time for
I
Wolf to
did
get
show
tested.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. How good will he be? The answer is moderately.
Nice
Finding
trade, nice
one, a
trade.
good response. Rawfield now spots out Dragon.
Oh.
Who is, what? He's on an
भाई
island.
ये
There is no way you're
भाई
doing
फिर
this
से
again, Dragon.
फिर से
How can you keep getting away with this? Another weapon. He will
Wow.
be punished. But this guy
कैसे?
just cannot die. He is
मत जाओ भाई यार
immortalized
ड्रैगन
in
पे
this
मत जाओ. आज
series, and he
ड्रैगन थोड़ा
continues
ज्यादा गुस्से में
to
है.
strike forward.
How does
उसका
one
हेलो
analyze what
4
Dragon
मिनट
has
बोल
just
देना
done
जरा.
when there are three
Any
players
time,
charging
yeah,
at him through a cloudburst
Any
through
time,
smokes?
yeah.
The first
Any
shot,
time, yeah,
sure,
yeah,
a pot shot through the
yeah.
smoke, but just able to put the better shoes on to dance around them,
Bye.
around the fault line of his teammate as well for that matter. 3 kills.
Monitor में
the
घुस
last
रखे Dragon
of his
भैया.
teammate, that is
Even he's like what the fuck.
Not even top fragging, by the way.
Okay, yeah, true.
I'm gonna have
Somehow,
to find.
the
क्या हो रहा है?
impact of these rounds.
Oh, this is quick.
Yeah, very quick. Lou wants his share of the party. RDW, though, takes 2 away. And this is where you can see where Bonkers are sitting right now. They are at the helm. They are steering this ship, the captains.
Imagine if that was a buy from OGS as well. Imagine if they had all of the tools for the trade. But you got to
Come
remember
on,
who
boys,
the tradies
step
are in
it
this one,
up.
ladies and gentlemen. Bonkers, 11. Now
आज के
secured.
उठ जाओ
An
थोड़ा.
operator stolen for Lou on the back of a Bladestorm in this one with a shorty to back him up. Doesn't even need a primary rifle, a secondary to be brought out in the beginning engagements in that one. His boys have his back. And this has to be the next swing round.
There is so much orange up on this stage. That's all I can keep my focus on. How good this series has been. Ooh. As Lou will get the opening, but Aziz with the response, Komodo, I'm begging for that swing round.
Yeah, Watt is very close towards C as well, so unless they can
देखो Watt को Y कर दो जल्दी जाके
something to be able to play
ताकि जाके साइट मिल जाए.
The Trailblazer, oh, it's gone to him too.
Nice.
Avine, कैसे हो? Hi Monty, how are you? Nice.
He does pull the shorty, but Aziz is able to respond. RDW,
You भी आ गया पीछे.
this is your time, my friend. Are you going to step up to the plate when you are needed? He's already opened up with the answer being, yes, I can. And he's not even in the server right now. Antidote failed as well, trying to do it all. And he absolutely will.
They're falling like bowling pins.
The 4-time. And he does it again.
4 kills in that round, stuck at the C site, lost his teammate in Watt, by the way. And he's just able to path himself around the site, using the map to his benefit. It's been a little bit silent, remember. He has stepped up. That was a gun round from Orangutan.
जब पता वहाँ पे एक बंदा है, दो लोग साथ में रश कर दो उसको 1-1 पीक लेके उन्होंने 1v4 किया ही है.
Sending that utility down hard, but every single other player, Watt has had his moments. He's done.
हमारी फैंटम तो ऐसे नहीं चलती. हाँ भाई मेरी फैंटम तो ऐसा 120 124 का डैमेज देके मैं मर जाती हूँ. हो रहा है, it's okay.
To get in a row to try and get us to overtime on a
you should be
timeout
charged for 1 crore for looking so pretty today. Thank you, Robo. How are you?
Tools to play with. They have ultimates. They have a buy that they can scrap together. Do they have a plan though? And I mean a real solid plan to get this next round.
I ask you, how the hell do they do it? There's so many avenues that they can take, right? But every single attempt they have made, Bonkers have denied. They've lived up to their expectations. They took down D plus Kia. They gave everyone an unbeknownst supporting level. Who the hell are these guys? Who the hell are these tradies that are rocked up in Thailand dominating?
And why should we, as an audience, back the Bonkers squad?
This is why.
This is exactly why. A crowd-funded team trying to make dreams into a
Hi, Mish, how are you?
reality.
support नहीं frustration.
D plus Kia.
ठीक है भाई. पहली बार खेल रहे हैं. They'll work on their mistakes. Hopefully next time will be better. अभी क्या ही बोले. देखो hate देके कुछ मिलेगा नहीं.
But wow, Bonkers are proving.
वो लोग भी वहाँ पे खेल रहे हैं. वो लोग भी अगर हार रहे तो उनको भी उतना ही बुरा लग रहा है. हमसे ज़्यादा ही बुरा लग रहा होगा. ये तो उनका करियर है भाई.
Not financial advice, by the way.
अपन support करेंगे.
But invest in Bonk.
Orangutan attack.
आपकी आवाज़ बड़ी मर्दाना है. Thank you.
No.
Okay, so they've gone for that.
Bonkers straight on in.
Yeah, they've gone for this really strange approach here, but they're taking control of their main, and Blue's actually managed to get away with a frag.
Yeah.
What a strange change of pace.
Rawfield down, Rolling Thunder invested. A very quick one from Bonkers on the back of a timeout. We've seen it work a multitude in this tournament so far. Quick on a timeout, but here is that lockdown that I mentioned.
Have to make it worthwhile, Komodo. 5 alive still for Bonkers here, so they're going to at least stem the bleeding for just a second, but they're approaching C.
Yep, RDW going to have to back out of that one, and Aziz can start to clear out towards the side.
उनका सब hard work ना करता deserve नहीं जीतेगा.
He needs to call for reinforcements.
तुम्हें पता ना अजय तुम उनके boot camp में रहते हो ना?
Because RDW,
इंडिया की आत्मा को सुकून मिलता
Dragon pushes
है.
forward and Komodo. I think it's about to happen unless RDW
हार्ड वर्क सब करते हैं. अगर वो लोग भी उधर खेल रहे हैं तो वो लोग मेहनत करके ही गए हैं.
Baby, I cannot believe they've done it.
फालतू कुछ भी मत बोलो.
This is something that we don't see. This
GG,
is something that should not happen.
Anti boys.
But it has. It bloody has. I cracked, but I'm leaving it in. Don't mute that out, production.
दोनों का orange color है ना? Orangutan का भी तो orange ही है.
It's clean from Bonkers here. They have had Orangutan's number. Individual prowess, 4K.
No comeback. Anti boys. फालतू ना फैक्ट है. तुम उनके बूट कैम्प में रहते हो. तुम्हें पता है वो लोग कितना मेहनत करते हैं. वो लोग दिन दिन भर कितना स्क्रिम्स खेलते हैं. पता है? किस बात का फैक्ट बोल रहे हो मुझे बताओ. I want to know your proof of facts now. अब तुमने फैक्ट बोला तो मेरे को प्रूफ दो फैक्ट्स का. Anti boys, anti. At least he represented us. Anti.
and we know that they'll go home and continue forward.
Continue forward.
Good
they
luck
will indeed,
the next time.
unfortunately for them.
Easy. You are easy. कान फट दे कास्टर पर उनका काम है ऐसा हाइप अप करना तेरे सुन ना किसके लिए हाय शान हाउ आर यू ऐसा कैसे I have no idea बस इंडियन टीम परफॉर्म नहीं करती yeah they're not able to perform I will agree on that but it's not like they're not trying don't say that just because they're not able to perform does not mean they're not trying they're trying to it's just their strats or whatever it is not working out. Because they come back stronger mentally, etc. Reason is just
statistic that I can throw into this one right now is that Bonker's got 0
you're always answerable after the loss and क्या ही बोल सकते हो उसके बाद? They'll just tell you honestly what is going on. That's all.
How do you continue forth with the performance? How do you get out of your head in those moments, right? You know, you're going into each half.
Now it's too late. Now my parents are not going to have kids and you're already there, so. Hi friends, kya haal hai? Hi Tom and Jerry official, how are you?
And make it more consistent.
Valorant India seeing GG's? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we have a long way to go. You know, मैं एक ही player है सबसे ऊपर है Claire Zopi. यार, ना सच नहीं बोलना था टाकू. ऐसा बुरा लगेगा ना उन लोगों को भी देख के. देखो फार GG bonkers GG indeed well played. इंडिया के लोग उस लेवल पर वाला क्यों नहीं खेलते? अबू ज़र हुसैन, आप अंधे हैं या बेवकूफ़ है? ये इंडियन टीम ही थी जो खेल रही थी उस लेवल पे. कहाँ से VLT बोल रहा है? कहाँ से को VLT बोला? Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That's
we
crazy.
are happy. Everyone from Oceania found these fruits and said, yes, these are what we need to grow to make more dragons spawn. The individual efforts of him, that map is, of course, was just absolutely insane. And you've got to feel for South Asia. You've got to feel for the boys because they are such lovely human beings. Every
Thank you, Tom and Jerry.
So lovely to talk to. And yes, they have the power.
इनमें भी इस नरे में ना होगा टूर्नी चाहिए प्रैक्टिस होगा. हाँ तो वो तो और टूर्नामेंट्स वगैरह जो चाहिए जिसके लिए प्रैक्टिस चाहिए वो टूर्नामेंट्स ये टीम्स तो नहीं करेंगी ना. वो तो जब होता है दे पार्टिसिपेट. यू नीड मोर दिस थिंग. यू नीड मोर पार्टिसिपेशन फ्रॉम आई नो रायट साइड और व्हाटएवर इट इज. बट इट्स नॉट वो अलग चीज़ है. तुम जो बोल रहे थे वो अलग चीज़ थी. तुम लोग बोल रहे थे ये लोग प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे. ये लोग अपना प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. ये लोग अपना मेहनत करते हैं. इस लेवल पे कोई आता है तो वो लाइक यू पीपल से थ्रो करके या बिना प्रिपेयर होके नहीं आता है. सब ट्राई करते हैं. इट डज नॉट वर्क आउट. डज नॉट वर्क आउट. बट CS:GO ओवर वैलो. यार ऑनेस्टली आई एम नॉट प्लेड CS:GO बट ईच देयर ओन. आई लव वैलो. ऐसे वॉच पार्टी करोगे? डोंट थिंक सो. हाय फन, हाउ आर यू? Hi guys, thank you. GGR. कौन आ रहे हैं? अभी इसके बाद किसका मैच है? इसके बाद में मैच ना भूल गया. वो मैं जोजिया का था ना. हाँ वो मैं जोजिया. लेट्स सी. अभी तो टाइम लगेगा. एक गेम खेलेंगे अपन तब तक. सालमन में टाइम लगेगा ना. हाय चिंपी, क्या हाल है? हाय चिंटू, हाउ आर यू? हाय विवेक, हाउ आर यू? वो से जोजिया. उसी स्ट्रीम पर ऐसा बोला कि मैं इंडिया ऐसा कंपटीशन नहीं है जिसमें हमारा तो शायद ये रीज़न है लैक ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रीजंस बट मेनली इट बीइंग कि अपनी कंट्री में एंड इट्स अ सैड थिंग बिकॉज यू नो इट शुडंट हैव बीन दैट वे बट इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़. अपनी कंट्री में ई स्पोर्ट्स बहुत लेट आया. ई स्पोर्ट्स का सीन because people were never supportive of, you know, esports as a career. Parents were never supportive of esports as a career, and people were skeptical about getting in it. तो अभी जाके फाइनली अब जाके गवर्नमेंट ने रेकग्नाइज किया, और पहले मतलब बाकी बहुत सारी कंट्रीज की गवर्नमेंट तो बहुत पहले से उनका हेल्प करती आ रही है. अपना बहुत लेट आया है तो अपना थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. हेडफोन्स कौन से है? ये रेड गियर के है, आई थिंक CED कुछ. हाय प्रियांशु, हाउ आर यू? जी any of the OG would have
Match found.
OG would have qualified. Yeah, I did have hope. I did have hope. Why not? होप पे दुनिया चलती है. Wendy, thank you. हमने तो कम किया है ना इरफान, मुझे भी लगा. थैंक यू सो मच. हर तबियत मैं ठीक हूँ यार. ओए ओए छोटे, ओए 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 क्या कर रही है? उजड़ा चमन लग रहा है ना हर्षी तू. Team 7 sees. Where is the everybody? Oh, मैं कूद क्यों रही हूँ? गलती से स्पेस बार दब गया मैंने. वहाँ पे कूद रहा था. अनकाली प्लीज नो थैंक्स. Hi Priyanshu, into 2, how are you? हमसे बाहर जाना के लिए स्ट्रीम बंद करने दिल नहीं रहा. नहीं जा रहा. काम से जाना तो बाद में स्ट्रीम करूँगी मैं. ऐसी बंदा है किस बात में?
Var försiktig. The battlefield changes with
ये टर्किश है ना?
play. Fight. Bring your best.
नहीं पहले बस की आवाज़ सुनो.
Dominating.
टीम ऐसा TDM. हाँ यार राइट, TDM करते अपन. ये बोरिंग भी था. आंसर अंटा प्रैक्टिस कर. सर इससे क्या कर देती मैं? भूल जाती TDM के बारे में. नॉर्वे. ओ हाँ नॉर्वेजियन. अब मैं करूँ क्या इसका?
Match found.
ये जो क्या क्यूट है ना लोगों का. कितने मैप से TDM में? एक तो वो वाला था, उसका नाम भूल गई मैं. अरे कस्बा. डेडलॉक ही खेलेगा.
It's not an option.
But it's very fast, yeah. And it's fun also. Three maps. मैं 2 ही खेला, मैं तीसरा नहीं देखा फिर कौन सा मैप है. कितने में चालू हो रहा है वो? ये बूम वाला और जोजा वाला अभी होगा या बाद में होगा? क्योंकि 5:30 का था, बट अभी तो सिर्फ 4 ही बज रहा है। थैंक्स नीलेश। बिंदी तो है, थैंक यू। कहाँ से हो आप? मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ। हाय दीपक, हाउ आर यू? क्या जीपी लगाया तुमने? क्या जीपी? हाय प्रतेश, हाउ आर यू? डिस्ट्रिक्ट कस्बा हाँ प्यार तो खेला मैंने, डिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं खेला फिर मैंने। मिस्टर स्टील योर मॉम। कूल ड्यूड्स आ गए, कूल ड्यूड। हम कहाँ हो यू? तुमने भी नहीं ज़्यादा दीदी किस्मत। हाँ यहाँ तो एक दिन सेलेक्ट में उतना आता है। Hi Madhusudan, how are you? How about some deadlock hair color? You want me to go pura blonde? No, I don't want to. No, no, no. How about that? Oh, no, no, map. हम भी उधर जाएंगे। अंदर ये लगाएंगे। अबे यार, हायरेक्स क्या हाल है? डिंग क्या मैंने उसको? छोड़ो सोमू। तुझे क्या हाल है? हेलो, मेरे को हील दे दो प्लीज ब्रो, प्लीज मेरे को हील दे दो प्लीज। बहुत हटाएगी सामने से अपने। ले लो, खुश। वाटर प्रो मैक्स, थैंक्स यार, डिजर्व तो करती मैंने। सब बोल रहा उस पे एरी, मेरे पे ये क्यों है? गार्ड है मेरे टीम में तो मारेगा। अरे ये देखो, ही मेरे हाथ से मर रहा है क्या? Oh no! Hermes, are you okay now, dudes? Are you better? आ जाओ।
Problem solved.
आ जाओ। चलो ओह माय गॉड, क्या शुरुआत नहीं करे तुम वॉच पार्टी?
Time to jump.
सरप्राइज मotherfucker। ये भैया तो हमें ही फ्लैश करेंगे। ब्रदर डियर काम डाउन।
Kill confirmed.
Time to jump. I caught the throw. Final stage.
साठे मार रहे हम, साठे।
Clean kill.
हमारे स्पॉन था, होगी इतनी हिम्मत।
The hunt begins.
ज़्यादा क्यूडी, फिनिक्स क्यूडी। ओह साठे मार। ओ मैं तो बंदा यहाँ पे है, मैं तो उधर चैट देख रही थी भैया।
Get out of my way. Barrier deployed. Reload.
कार
Reloading.
ये दे दो। ये पीछे मुड़ना नहीं होता क्या तुम लोगों को? यार साला 120 था। हम नहीं आएंगे। ओह शिट, पीछे से नहीं मार सकते इधर से। तो हम आपको उधर से मारेंगे।
So long.
मर गया, मैंने शूट करना बंद कर दिया।
Reloading.
हाँ 11:30 स्पीड काटो बस।
Reloading.
Target down.
Lotus में अन्य क्या काम था? ओ
Cutting
हो गया
through.
था, कोई ना।
Ultimate ready.
आज कोई टिकी नजर रखो।
Here, reloading. Reloading.
अर्ज कितना फास्ट है। हाँ नीरज मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हो?
Hold them to their grave.
मेरे को आ रहा क्या? वो आ रहा क्या? वो आ रहा क्या? ये तोड़ दिया मैंने। काश
Four down. No escape.
अच्छा मेरा इजी। I'm fine, I love you. Hug this. तुम hug this. पता नहीं, कभी कभी तो ऐसे मस्त शॉट लगते, गेम में नहीं लगते ये सब। 37 फ्रैग्स, ये मेरे 3 गेम के फ्रैग्स होंगे। मतलब अब तो ये कैप हो गया ना, तो इसमें ऐड नहीं होगा ना। 10,000 इज मैक्स। चालू होने वाला है बूम वर्सेस से। खेलो, हाफ सेंचुरी कर दो। हाफ सेंचुरी तो हो जाएगी। Are you doing better today, Harmish? Hi, चमकदार, how are you? मूव करना मत करो प्लीज। नहीं करूँ क्या? नहीं करूँ मैं स्मर्फ इधर टीम डेथ मैच में, पक्का। Are you sure? कम खेलूंगा नहीं ना अभी चालू हो जाएगा ना क्या ओ छोटे I rebooted myself. Nice. That's what I got. Happy to do what I didn't play the game in the city because I'm waiting for the next match, no? Boom versus Georgia. It's not for you. Hmm. It's gonna start. Wait.
Only player with a higher headshot percentage than him is Nizzy. This man's sharp, so keep your eye on him today.
Yeah, you definitely have to, and I mean, he can be one of the
That's
underdogs
really
to
one
push
gifted.
also to get
That's
Zershak
all.
over the line. You look towards Blaze King. He was the guy that tried to push through things.
No time is the
everything in
match,
their
hopefully
previous series
soon.
Against Nows. You know, all of the maps going to double digits in both teams, but him on the fragging element, it's not just him providing the space for his team to get in. He's getting in and picking up after them.
I think the thing for me, for Boom in particular, is the pressure is at an all-time high. They haven't performed up to their standard. You heard it from Blaze King, and you've heard it as well. We've chatted to the players out back. They know they have more in the tank. We've seen one big win, and for me, all I'm thinking, saw that off the back of a loss, a very crucial loss. When they first came out, they started strong on split, then got reverse swept. They didn't like that. They then came out, got a huge 2-0 win where Famous tore everyone a new one.
Yeah,
and now
insane.
I'm expecting a very similar thing.
Happy
They will have
join,
lost
still
yesterday.
supported
They will
first
think,
round.
nah, there is no chance that we're not making it to the arena. We've been working for this for so long. It needs to happen now.
And they've got so much to prove, I think.
I mean,
as
I've told
well,
it
because the
before. I
roster,
just don't want to do it
obviously,
now.
the core three has been together for quite a while now, and they've got that fan base behind them. They have performed. You know, think back to LCQ last year where they qualified through the champs, and they definitely stirred the pot there as well, right? But then obviously it was the pillaging of the scene, pulling apart some of these players, taking them from team to team, and you know, losing obviously like players like Flipsjitter did kind of make it a little bit rough for them for a short time. But now they are starting to recover. They're starting to move forward, and they're getting stronger as they move along.
What was that name you said?
It's Flipsjitter.
Flipsjitter.
No, it's not
with the
Cider.
J.
Yes.
Oh, just checking.
Yes,
Anyway,
correct.
Now, of course, let's start moving this conversation over more towards our predictions and where we think this game's going to go. Dion, I'm going to start with you first. What do you think's going to happen?
I even forgot my predictions. That's how close
fine.
this one is right now. I think I said boom.
Make a new one.
I think I said boom, and I kind of want to still stick to them because there was enough that I saw in that Nows game from them that is just going to excite them to get this game done even more. Similar scenario for Zershak,
Aloo
yes,
paratha.
and the fact that, you know, they had players
That
that they
is
want to go back
bad.
and see
How
on
are
the
you?
international stage as well. But I think when it comes to boom, they have just gone through their
Eating
own
my
trials
squirrel.
through their own local
Squirrel
region
लोग
as
ऐसा
well,
करते
and
हैं
they have had a little bit of an underperformance here at VCT Ascension Pacific. So I think that for them is going to be more of a drive.
Now, what's selling you? What's risen you up right now? Who are you going for?
Oh, look, I'm just following the story, right? Like, I feel like we really do need that Heroes versus Villains arc to continue in the Heroes of Xerxia, I think, right? It would make sense to see them in the arena, in the playoffs. I think, obviously, that's what everyone's really super excited for. I definitely think Boom has more than what it takes to take them down. Again, they haven't looked the most fantastic Xerxia the entire time of this competition, so I really do hope it's just a close one, but I'm going to tip the cap to Xerxia.
I also forgot what my prediction is. So let's bring him up and have a look and see which of the two storylines I was more sold on, because I've got storylines.
I did say
going
Xerxia.
through for Xerxia, and look, Boom almost had me.
I'm the villain.
I'm super sold on the storyline of the statistics, right? Look, if they've bounced back super hard before, I almost thought they're going to do it again. But what would this event be
Painful,
without
yep.
a homegrown
Was very
team making
painful.
it to the arena? I want Xerxia to go all the way, baby.
Yeah.
You can
So
already
you
see the
move
crowd
on.
filling in. I think that's the main sort of narrative around this, right? It's been electric every single time.
One day it hurts,
Xerxia
the
has been
next day it
playing,
doesn't.
But who can contest with the Xerxia crowd? It's Boom, baby.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And I think one of the things as well is we've already seen an absence of a team at a local hero event, right? When we look towards Masters, we were missing the Japanese team.
Yeah.
So for here, is it, you know, to make it more exciting in the crowd to have a local home team, or do we, you know, play the villain arc and then the crowd is going to be split between the rest of the teams here?
Yeah, and who will they then go for? Because
That's it,
I don't
right?
know if they're going to go for Boom. They're going to say, hey, there was a knocked out our team. What do we do here? So Yeah, Boom, if they do make it to the arena, that's another talking point. They're going to have a lot of people not really liking this team.
Definitely. And I think they really lean in. They don't care. They don't need any of this. They don't need to be gassed up. They'll do it themselves. And I think they've kind of earned that over the course of their years playing anyway inside the region here of Valorant. So irrespective, this is going to be, you know, one of the most depth-defying matches of the competition. I think. Like, it's just insane that we've ended up here. You know, there was the possibility, but we kind of looked onto each group and was like, yeah, this should happen. Yeah, this should happen. But nothing correct has happened. And it's been wild the entire time. The seas have been choppy.
Now, I want to touch on as well the players that need to perform today. Alert has been a rock-solid for Zerja so far, and if he doesn't perform, I'm getting a little bit worried. Yes, there has been moments where other players have picked up the pieces, but then I'm looking at Boom. And in terms of the stats, the most consistent player has been Berserks. But when Boom lost yesterday, he had the worst game so far here at Ascension Pacific. So you're really looking at him to pick it up and win this for Indonesia today.
Yeah, I think we need to see Berserks come back to what we've seen throughout the course of this tournament. For me as well, it's going to have to be Famous. If he's set up to succeed here in this series, I think that's going to be one of the pivotal factors for them.
The only thing for me, though, is when he played well yesterday, he played really, really well
say,
yesterday.
yeah.
It still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Now it's found an answer.
No, absolutely. They were able to finally sort of get their way back. And that's what I loved about Nous throughout this entire competition as well. They have, you know, stood up to adversity quite well, right?
Yeah.
So they don't feel the pressure. So that's something that Zerja need to prove to themselves that they're not going to feel that same level of pressure that Boom can bring off.
Mate, it's so hard to feel any pressure when we're on the desk when we got these steel case chairs, man. They're just molding to my spine. I'm just chilling. We got the headsets.
Pure comfort, baby.
Ergonomics, baby. Oh, sorry, we're still on the desk. I was just like, now let's start
been a long
talking.
week, Matt.
It's been a long week for me, mate. I've worked hours, but I've loved every second of Ascension Pacific. And we still got another day to go. Oh, the implications are crazy. But look, let's start talking about the maps. Where do we see this one going?
It's so hard for me on where it is because we've seen a lot actually play between the course of these two. You know, I would kind of like to see an Ascent. We see a lot of teams still in the SEA region be able to pick that up. We saw that reason in the previous series why Bonkers got rid of it, right? They wanted to try and float up Pearl successfully, I might add. Now, you know, a 13-11 scoreline against Boom when it did come to Ascent, so there's a lot that could be picked apart from that on Zerja's side of things. So I think I would like to see an Ascent, but I would also like to just see it be something completely, you know, unexpected. I think that would be spicy.
I would love something unexpected. We've had a bit of that today, people pulling out the pocket picks for the Vetos, but it is time for the third and final series of the day. Let's not waste any more time. It's time for Ascension Pacific, baby.
All right, we'll now begin the map veto process for today's third match. Team A is Xerxia and Boom is Team B. So we'll begin with Xerxia banning your first map.
Ban Pearl.
Xerxia bans Pearl. Boom, will you ban a map?
We ban Fracture.
Boom bans Fracture. Xerxia, you may not pick the first map.
Lotus.
Xerxia picks Lotus. Boom, first side.
Defense.
Boom plays defense. Boom, you may not pick the second map.
Split.
Boom will play split. Side for Xerxia.
Attack.
Xerxia will play attack. Xerxia, you may now ban another map. You have Ascent, Haven, and Bind.
Ban Heaven.
Xerxia bans Haven. Boom, will you ban a map?
We ban Bind.
Boom bans Bind. Final decider map will be Ascent. Side for Xerxia.
Attack.
Xerxia will play attack. I'll have a quick recap. Xerxia bans Pearl. Boom bans Fracture. Xerxia picks Lotus. Boom plays defense. Boom picks split. Xerxia plays attack. Xerxia bans Haven. Boom bans Bind. Final map will be Xerxia playing attack on Ascent. We good?
Correct.
All right then. Good luck and have fun.
Good luck.
Fun. Both the IGLs saying, say hello to my little friend, bringing out a six-man to try and support him from the desks, of course. The little plushies are always good.
Kowalski analysis. We need to see it.
I'm keen to see this series, kicking things off on Lotus. We have not seen that just yet. Split as well, and then Ascent. This is a shake-up, and this is what you wanted, Dion.
We have seen Lotus so far already play out here for the side of Xerxia. Remember, it was the map that they got the victory on against Naos. 13-11, as close as could be without going into overtime. But for Boom, Mitch, they've steered away from it from quite a while. They haven't played it since last time against Ultra Ego in their own region.
And we've been begging for it as well, because it's been floated on the third map a couple of times now, but it hasn't quite found
You're
there.
not allowed to do third maps.
We're banned, apparently. It's written into the script that we can't do it. So having it here as an opener, you know Xerxia's going to come out swinging. And of course, overall, it's just, this map pool feels right for this series.
When Xerxia last played Lotus, yes, they kept it strong. They kept it even in the second half, but they lost 6 in a row up against Niaz and had to make that comeback happen to lock it out in regulation, 13-11. So it was close, but they dug deep. They've done it once before. They might have to do it again, but who knows? They might get off on a better foot today.
Just think of the situation as well when you are like that. You have 6 rounds in a row that you need to find to win in a 13-11. You cannot make a mistake, otherwise you go into overtime, and you would have had to give Naus another chance back at that defensive side. That could have been a bit of a shocker.
And for this tournament in particular, for Ascension Pacific, we have yet to see Boom touch this map.
Thanks, Prithvi, for another one gifted, dude.
They're looking pretty strong on it, and in terms of the agent comp,
चालू हो रहा है.
Looking into a mirror, baby.
Yeah, feeling like it's a little bit the same old Heyyy going over on the side of Xerxia and for Boom. I mean, if you've got a good scorelines, if you've got good plays on it, look into that mirror and see what stares back at you.
It's just that handshake, right? It's whoever's playing better on the day.
Sky
Or brings the
Breach.
better strategy is going to be the team that makes
It'll
it
be
happen.
Sky
But
Breach.
in terms of aggression, Boom, they're taking the cake every
Oh,
single
mirror
day.
comp hai.
I'm so excited to see them play this defense, because you can play aggressive, especially over towards that C side of the map. Makes it a little bit easier, but how are they going to try to play around ruins? They're not bringing in arrays here. They're not going to be able to drop those paint shells. Things could be hard.
Played so similar to Haven, obviously, you know, those three side
Hi, Samant, how are
in
you?
the way that you have to. If you don't take that aggression, you really do get punished for it. It's so hard to spread yourself out across that map accordingly. So they need to do that, and I think, yeah, Boom, especially starting on that defensive side, it's a good moment for them to get established.
Yeah.
But Xerxia, as I sort of thought, right, you know, they've had the pressure applied to them. I think they're going to come out.
I think for me, yeah, it's all good to say that we're expecting the aggression to come out of Boom,
Yeah.
but I want to see what measured aggression we're going to get out of Xerxia, because if they start to stir the pot and they're throwing in quick plays, slow plays, a bit of a half and half, you know, when it does spread on out in across this map, we're looking at fakes, we're looking at what rotations you can get, and then above all else, we're looking at what mentality these teams are going into this series. Remember, this here is do or die for both of these teams. Dreams will be crushed for one of these teams at the end of this series.
It is stakes as high as ever. Up in the clouds, as I said at the start of the day. It feels like the stakes have been cooking on the barbecue all day, and they're almost ready to roast. Mate, I am keen to get some red meat in me, and I'm also keen to see how this one plays out.
I like a good medium rare, but it's been a bit well done, this competition, because it's been cooking for so damn long.
What about you, Dion? How do you like it?
I like it well done.
Well
actually.
done?
Yeah.
Look, well, it's well done today. It might be a little bit medium rare if we only have a 2-0 here, but hopefully for you, we finally get to see a third mapper. I feel like all the Thailand fans in the arena are going to be so sad if this ends up being a 2-0 for Boom. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of Boom fans making some noise in the front line, and it's time for them to shine. Boom! Can they bounce back again, or are the homegrown heroes gonna lock in the arena?
We want to hear
Boom
this
का कितना अच्छा लग रहा है.
electricity the entirety of the evening.
Can anyone pick Deadlock in this? No, they're playing
Because this
before update
series
वाला.
deserves nothing less. As we move into Lotus, will something beautiful bloom, or will it just purely be the burn in front of us? As so many storylines can intertwine here, we look forth into Lotus.
Yes, indeed, we do. Time to settle it down. As the leaves fall, everybody settles in for what can be a very important pistol round for both sides here today. Bit of C aggression from Xerxia early on, and some orb control over to the middle of the map. But the man that we were waiting for, the silent soldier, Rolex, to start off on a Severine.
Disgusting opener here from Rolex to find it with the Sheriff as well. An unorthodox purchase on the Killjoy, but he makes it work.
Absolutely. That's
Indonesia,
Thailand
Thailand.
as well. So you have added pressure now for especially Famous over at this seaside. As the
I think इससे पहले मैंने एक वो देखा था मैच बूम का तो नहीं देखा जोशिया का देखा था I
They're
think
going to respect it, Komodo, allowing them some free entry into the site. The dark cover will keep them at bay.
Yeah, plant down.
जीती थी ना हाँ ना उसके against
Hang on, yeah, they're going to go straight on in there.
nice load क्यों हो रहा है
But it's going to be alert to deny. He picks up two, but he's blinded up for a second. Good thing he's
इसलिए अंधा नहीं जाने का प्लांटर को मारने के लिए उसके टीममेट तो कवर करेंगे ना
I had my eye on him. He likes to pick up a few different agents, and he's on the Killjoy here. Does get the head spotted out, and I think he's just going to boogie straight out. There is no chance he gets back into this. Absolutely stellar opening here on Lotus.
Able to get this pistol if they can.
भाई वो बेचारा 2 HP literally
Credits on the back of that one, and they will do an alert for the 3K. A flawless round.
Nice round.
And they actually get their first pistol when it comes to Lotus.
So need more practice. Let's go.
Just gonna let you listen to that.
Hopefully people can hear the crowd because it is going wild here.
Nice shot.
We get the old Xerxia. Xerxia fighting, and they are showing that as we get straight out of the gates here. Fans coming on through. It's not too late tonight. Not too bad of a.
It's not even 6 o'clock.
Of a run we've had, yeah. But I don't feel like the length of the day has solidified really anything about.
6 o'clock बोला ना थाईलैंड में टाइम आगे रहता है क्या?
Absolutely not. No.
I'm in Thailand.
We'll see what these pistols are going to be able to do for Boom. However, just
I'm in Thailand.
From Xerxia permitted by the last round victory.
हाँ
Here awaiting aggression from
आगे
Boom.
रहता
This
है
is something that I like to see in the gun rounds when Boom are getting very aggressive.
1.5 घंटा यहाँ
That
से
is the tendency for this squad.
मुझे यार लीग राइट यार वो
Shut
चीज
down
आउट ना
aggression from them time and time again. Make them respect you.
इसमें खेलने रे बाबा
Definitely
खेलो
an
ना
avenue to get into a game. Back towards C though. Bit of deja vu for Severine. He's not going to lose his life straight away, but he might still be the first yet.
Dark cover will hold him off for a minute. And you mentioned about respect, right? Boom. Takes him a lot to do that.
Yep. Very slow though for Xerxia in this round. Did give enough time for Boom to start to rotate on over.
Yeah. Gonna get a lot of information off that guiding line. Alert, up nice and close, but Famous. Okay, I'm a believer. Severine, another.
मैं सोच ही रही थी ये ना हार जाए लोग
But LBY will
नहीं नहीं
respond.
चलो चलो
Okay.
चलो अभी भी हाथ
We can
में
cool the Jets just a little bit here.
मैं
As
एक पॉइंट
the
मुझे लगा
support
गया
utility from the captain does support.
little bit
Spike
हग्गास
planted,
कर दिया
1v3.
हग्गस
Blaze King. He was last alive previously. It might be a bit too tough.
If you can get one kill on the exit here, that would most likely be job done.
yeah
Classic.
you already have a good eco
Into your utility. Alarm bot and a nano swarm.
alert is alert eh
But spotted out.
nice
Not going to be able to get the job done at the end of it. 3 alive for Xerxia coming into the gun round of Boom. And what is the bonus actually going to look like for Xerxia here as well? A Guardian, a Bulldog
thanks
carrying
Abhishek
over. The two stronger weapons, but Mitch here in this round, the classics, you know, certainly getting the job done on the back of the early
भाई
information.
genuinely पहला 2 पिक मिला ना मेरे को लगा
Spotted out where
यही
their
को लेगा वो
position
लोग
was, right? It gave enough to Boom to get those
But वो
rotations
breach और
over.
उसने
So
अच्छा
when we get
संभाल
into
लिया
those gun rounds, they're going to have to be careful of situations like that.
Yeah.
काहे ने
Not much to make anything work with. But if Xerxia do that, it'll certainly be a level of establishment here. Fault line out. And Famous, he's up close and personal here. They're already having a look around, but that guiding light is going to be perfection. Great shot from Famous. Responded though
Nice
by
trade.
LBY. Now they can settle around the rubble.
Yeah. Boom. They still want to go a little bit aggressive. It's only still that stalemate, 4 versus 4. Remember Xerxia, lesser weaponry. Imagine if they could get their hands on some upgraded weaponry.
Already picked up that Vandal in the hands of XIA.
Yep.
One more would be an absolute ticket as they now creep through the gaps, looking to try and head towards B.
And if you do go in towards the B side as well, you are going to have to contend with the utility of Blaze King, but more importantly, Shiro playing at the heavens.
I mean, technically they're not on bonus and सबने gun ली है
Still keeping a firm eye towards this A side,
Ooh.
Shiro.
Oh!
Okay, couple of one taps, baby. LBY does get the response out
यार
again.
shots मारा भाई a pleasant suit. Thank you so much Abhishek.
He's been good for it, but Severine.
that was समझ नहीं
Maybe a
आता
little
मत
bit too
समझ
far. He's sniffing though. Apparently, as Rolex, he's going to get the catch back.
निकाल
So it's
लेंगे
into
क्या
the
ये
score
लोग
too,
bonus भी
Komodo.
If LBY gets a kill, Mitch, he will have Rolling Thunder. But Zerx takes his head off and now it's all on a Rolex.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the Vandal and he's got some time to work with as well.
mean, it's
so
doable.
he's just going to slow it down for a little bit. Knows that Blaze Kings is over this way, but it's not going to matter when
Anti.
Blaze Kings got his number. Crosshair placed accordingly, and that's a responding round for Boom.
Certainly
Oh,
damaging
gosh.
though in terms of what they've
Under
got to
Ravna,
win
yeah.
first gun rounds.
क्या
You lose
shots
3
मारा
players, you have to drop on down to some light shields in the next one, which, to be honest with you, we've seen teams go in with a phenomenal amount of light shielded rounds, so it shouldn't be
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमको भी
too
कर
much
दो
of
भाई
a difference. But the biggest thing is that Sersha got close in that bonus round. They are looking just out the get-go, ready for this one. Some sharp
Those
shots for
shots.
Shiro for sure.
Oh,
You
और
come into
क्या
this next
sexy one
round
taps
to
थे
use a
वो
Rolling Thunder. That is going
कुछ
to
कुछ
be
गन्स के ना सब
important
वन
if
टैप
they
इतने
can work.
प्यारे लगते हैं ना
But again, you know, now what is Zersha doing? Tendency over towards C to start off,
Garden,
not seeing any utility.
Sheriff.
Over towards A with that one way that you're dropping on down, but hello Sunshine. It's quick in towards this C side.
all
और
the
कौन
way
सी गाड़ी?
immediately. Doesn't want to fight with it. Alert, happy to run through the nano there. Should be spiked down in just a tick.
सायरस के बाजू में खड़ा है, उसको हील क्यों नहीं कर रहा है
Yeah, definitely waiting to see what
Heal
they can
करो,
do with that
Sky
one.
heal
LBY
करो,
might have to
वो
use
low
Rolling
है
Thunder early, and that he
Yeah.
does.
He's happy with that.
It's pushing him back.
Exactly.
Through
All
waterfall.
control taken now.
Plants down. Not going to be a deniable from Boom, but they are
हाँ,
already
कैसे
on
यार?
this advantage line at the holes.
ये लोग सिटी पे तो अल्ट हुए नहीं
Cover. Available in just a second for XZ, but for now, they'll keep going, pushing through as best as they can. There's that dark cover I was talking about. Paranoia is still available. And now Alert on the line as well. Up close, great flash, but Shiro, awesome response there as well. So still it's going to be Boom holding the control of this round. Sirafop though, lines up one, gets the no.
Nice
Finds it
trade.
exactly right. Severine in position and he does catch one. Now he has to
into
use
him.
it and he's straight on in, but LBY! How did he not see
उसके
that?
मुंह पे
From
टीपी
the
क्या कैसे
shadows,
नहीं
he
दिखा
comes with the shrouded step. No way, Severine has just won
6
that.
It's
HP
TP essentially next to him to give him a
I thought
handshake
Zotac had
in
this
the
round,
map.
what?
My oh my, his HP is not there either. A breath of fresh air could have taken him down. Trades after trades from both sides at a round like this. But the gamble on the shrouded step, when he sees that he's looking to run into
my
the site as well,
God.
the ponytail can't swing back.
That's it.
Abhishek, how are
Taken
you?
down, tied up 2 on 2.
You mentioned
Very
that
genuine
flank
one
from
tap.
Severine, great positioning, great timing.
Through the door as well.
Yeah.
A very
One tap से
audible,
just हाँ
you know, piece.
वो तो ऐसे
of
बहुत सारी
Lotus.
वैंडल किया मैं तो ऐसी गन की बात करती वैंडल को छोड़ के
It's quick though.
headphones left the chat
The blades of
Oh.
alert, 5 HP, Sky.
उस मोमेंट उसको
Sirafop,
सुनाई नहीं
get
दिया
those
होगा ना
heals out.
Yeah, really awkward. Has to pop the regrowth immediately there.
You mentioned from the shadows in the last round for Severine. Actually does have them available now as well. Can be used for information or to quickly get over towards A. Specifically if Blaze King's alarm bot is popped at the front of the stairs. Doesn't have his killjoy set up actually on the
हमारा
alpha
उस पे
side.
usually
It's
केजेस
over
सी
at
खेलता है ना
Bravo, which is getting cleared on out.
इधर देखो
by
सी पे
Deep
जेट और
Light.
ओमन खेल ले
Gonna be dodged by the side of Zersha, but now they have been spotted over towards A. And here's that alarm bot.
मारो alert
No shot
मारो
behind him, and that's been popped. Rotation
how
starts
are
to come.
you है तेजस क्या हाल है
Famous later, he's nearing the
और लोगों
spawn.
करोगे हाँ करूँगी ना
Zersha to go in.
It's like a chokehold, Komodo. They're already here.
Maro!
ready for it. Oh, what even caught? Okay, Blaze King gets another XE, only finds one as Severine also picks up the plate. And they continue to throw him around. It's like a Greek party at this point in time. And
get
now
him.
with the Trailblazer going in, XE are feeling the pressure. Famous on the flank, pushing them in just
वो
slowly.
20 HP पे
It's like
जिंदा
claustrophobia going on right now. How are they going to get anything happening? Rolex gets one. Maybe he's the one to try and do it here, Komodo.
Oh, they're still locked in though. That's the problem.
लगा famous को लगा
Completely 15 seconds as they try to get to it, but Rolex,
Nice.
They've got in.
he's made it work. The dust settles as they try to
पीछे
find
से आ
it. He's gonna
गया
be from the shadows taken out from
पीछे से
Severine.
आ
Do they use the
गया
lockdown? They absolutely do. This can buy some crucial time for Zersha. But boom, are they going to look to disrespect it through the dark cover?
This would be a 2-on-5 Komodo. Now information gathered. XE picks up another.
ओह sexy round में
XE. Somehow they made it
कैसे
work, but Komodo
2v5 निकाला इन लोगों ने
wrist, baby, because there's a Rolex on it, and he's finally showed up.
It's bling. That's what it is. It's shiny. You
कैसे
look at
समझते
it and it captivates you.
online
Rolex has
they
done it.
got the round
A
man
2
somehow
versus
they got the
1. We've
round
seen so many ridiculous disadvantaged number plays to come out today so far, Mitch, but this one here in front of your home crowd as well. That is something out of legend.
हाँ जो थाईलैंड का तो
Forcing
है
Boom into a bit of an eco in this one. Famous
खुद के ही घर
to
पे
pop
खेल रहे हैं
Blade Storm to try and lead the way for Boom on this defensive side. He's actually the furthest away from any of the action in the spawn still. But for Xerxia, a way to take the lead in this map. No timeout used on the back of a chaotic round like that as well. So not really feeling too razzled on both of the sides. Of course, for Boom, one could argue they have an eco round like this to have a discussion.
Desperately wanted this map to be good.
Yes.
Desperately wanted this series to be good. It needs to be. And these first 5 rounds have already encapsulated that.
Yeah, for sure.
Look how much respect being shown by Boom at the moment.
Yep. Xerxia as well, taking it one step at a time over towards Rubble. It's going to draw rotations over a deeper dark cover.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Thanks for
the
reminding me.
location isn't actually discovered at the moment, and he does have these blades.
I got my eyes on him. I'm sure he's got his eyes on the prize as well, because look, alert, getting in, and he's going to be taken. We've seen Famous do big things with these blades in hand, and there's a second Komodo. He's looking for more. He's got it.
Bro,
Look
what
at this man go. He's
sexy knives.
All bloody day, Famous. Everyone's looking at him like he's a movie
मतलब
star
2
because
सेकंड
he's
इधर
living
उधर
up to his namesake. Rolex
उतने में सब
1v5.
हो गया
I talked about respect for
जा यार
Famous,
रोलेक्स
none
एस
of it.
दे दो देखो जब एक बंदा इतना अच्छा मारता है ना तो वो एस डिजर्व
We
करता है
try to calm it down for just 1 second. Looks like Rolex now spotted. And Blaze King to close.
लेकिन काहे लिया उसका इस मर जाते हैं राउंड तो जीतना ही था वैसे भी
Cannot take him away. This is why I mentioned him in the pre-phase of this game. If he is the one to get activated, yes, the other day, the team still lost at the end of it with Famous having that performance. But now, if he can bring the team with him, that can be the difference maker.
Call me the paparazzi because I've got my camera out on this man at this point in time. Scoreline tied 3-3, and action is indeed coming.
And that switch up as well of a round. Xerxia down to an eco with no blades either for alert. Makes them look a little bit weaker in a round such as this. Not testing over towards C or A. Actually something different, something new. Straight down the guts of the map, through the ruins, into B. And remember, that's where Blaze King's territory is. An orb gathered, a fallback, but a push up rather for Famous too. Seraphop, a guiding light at a good time. Could actually net them the opener.
No one to get him out. It's going to be all point on Famous. Can he do it again?
There's tailwind.
Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe he will be fine.
वो दिया उसको डैमेज दिया ना हाँ 60 HP हो गया
And you can see that Shiro's repositioning
Never mind, he's
as well.
going in.
What is that? He's so ambitious.
Who does this? Why do you do this? How do you do this, Famous?
He wants more.
He's got it. Continuing the treat.
This is a
He's
true
on our
jet mate.
screens right now. I can even hear everything in the crowd. Slowing it.
Going again.
But still continuing.
Can he get another big round, another 4K?
This self-awareness from Famous.
मुझे चेहरे से लग रहा है
He
उसने
knows
इतना अच्छा
how
मारा
good he is in this position. He is
He's
primed
like
and
yeah
ready.
मैंने कुछ तो
Has he
किया it's
heard
fine you
the
know
shrouded step? I think he's looking. Okay.
Oh उसको पता था उसका
Punish
read
taken,
था
but Shiro will trade.
Any extra damage that Shiro can get here would have been good. And he will get that one as well to get closer to his own.
Nice रे क्या मारा
But a round for Boom, 4K. Remember, a
Yeah,
eco
we
for
still
Xerxia, right?
लेना
So
हो
at the
क्या
end of the
करना
day,
पड़ेगा
they
चैनल
do
पे
go into a proper purchase round
इनके
for the
subs
Ultimate
होता
backup to assist them.
That's just surreal.
That's
I
ridiculous.
don't know मेरे को नहीं पता
does that?
कैसे तो मैं
Why,
परमिशन
how,
लेना
what,
पड़ेगा
where?
Such a risk.
तो परमिशन चाहिए वरना
reward?
कॉपीराइट आएगा
Absolutely.
Given
And a big one.
They
As
Channel
pay the
जाएगा
celebrities the big bucks.
well, he paid a tax in that one.
Yeah, Jesus.
Does get taken down at the end, but he already got the 3K. Alrighty, into the
भाई लेकिन लास्ट
round
राउंड बहुत अच्छा मारा
operator
उसको
aside
नाइस
for
से जो
Famous
मारा है
with a
ना
different look at dodging of the fault line.
Wants it again.
And he gets it.
Oh, he can't keep getting away.
Why
with this,
just
Zero
go
down, no heals,
you
no
see
flashes,
that there's an
no
opportunity you
CPs
see this
either.
KJ here just
Pathway
go
could be
rotate
open from Xerxia. Shut down. Silence.
ये जगह पूरा सेटअप भी सी है
They
this round they
have
can
to
actually
respect
take
this
A or
now,
B
Xerxia. Not just continuing to walk into the firing line.
Gotta await the dark cover, but before the storm, the rolling thunder in. Doesn't actually net too much damage onto Boom, does it?
they need to push Famous right now and he's stunned
Continuing
now
forward.
dead
Oh, and he misses.
That's one taken
miss हो
down.
गया
Blaze King has a response here. Trying to hold for as long as he
Nice
can.
trades,
and
nice
LBY
trades.
will at least make it doable, but It's not going to matter, Komodo, when you mention
pushing
Berserk's
C,
right, he's been quiet, but
not
he
a good
shows up
option.
now.
That's the one that Mac was
When that
mentioning.
lineup is
He
present.
was the missing piece for Boom, but he's starting
Confidence.
to get here, right?
Confidence
yeah, 4
is key,
kills, 2
like I
there
said yesterday.
in that one. Get
This
him
game is
involved, get him with the
50%
team, because that is
about
going
your
to be
mental.
a recipe for a successful
हमारा mental अगर
map
उस पे खराब हो
for
गया
the
तो
side of Boom.
गेम हारे.
But
बहुत
it is still
simple सी बात.
too early to decide anything. And even just this half at the moment, 5-3, there's an inch for Boom. Another eco round for Xerxia to be played, but a paused timer. A chat to be had. Xerxia call for it. And at a time like this as well, you have Berserks now starting to get some kills in the mix. You have Famous feeling like he's on top of Lotus, feeling like he is reading Xerxia like a book.
And he absolutely has. I think he's, you know, taken that title for now of flashiest moving star at this point in time. But it's, again, not going to only be Famous. And that's been proven in these last couple of rounds, is that, you know, we have seen things step up from Blaze King. Berserks has been there as well. So it's all going right for Boom these last few rounds. But of course, Xerxia, they've taken now their time, they've taken their pause, they've had a chat with the coach, and he's looking dapper, so hopefully it's going to work out for them.
I always love when coaches wear suits.
Oh, it's the traditional way to go. It's beautiful. I do respect the hell of it. We got our suits.
Yeah, we did.
Can't wait for them.
Alrighty. Xerxia on the back of a timeout. Again, no Blade Storms available for Alert to do something flashy. Do something what Famous just did, right? Because these thrifty rounds can be so pivotal to push you into a better stage in the map. The operator out for Famous once again. See if that's going to net an opener for Boom. But for Xerxia, I mean, we've seen a lot of slower paced rounds for them in the past couple of. So changing it up, not bad.
Yeah.
They're into B already.
Lesser weaponry, happy to work with it. Blaze King, you talk about it being his home, right? This B site, Komodo, he denies Alert.
Yep, and that door, Severine spots nothing. So Seraphop, an element of surprise, but he's isolated. The lone soldier without a team. They're on the other side of the map.
Paatu
But he's stuck
भाई
in.
Yeah, he's managed to
कुछ
split the
sequel
wickets
jet
here,
को
Komodo.
पार्टू है
Famous.
कब
Okay.
इस दिन खेलेगा ना जेट की
He
तरह
is more than aware.
नहीं
Jesus.
हो पाए.
Yeah, that's the Classico 145 in
145
one.
in one.
So
For
Blaze
sure.
King, luckily enough, doesn't drop down to the lighter shields like we've been seeing from a lot of players in this tournament so far. 6-3.
They do
Half-time lead, or at least equalization, gathered for Boom. More rounds to play. Finally, though, a buy for Xerxia. They have gone from buy to eco in these past couple of rounds, which, you know, would suggest that Boom have done what they needed to do on the defensive side. But you have to see, within these 4 rounds in a row, the individuality for Boom. A lot of these members getting these multi-frags. It's time to come together as a team, to band
चलो तो
together
यार क्या करना चाहिए जोशिया को अब जीतने के लिए
try and close out
क्योंकि राउंड से
this
चाहिए अपने को
half, make it something spectacular.
Yeah.
And Xerxia again, just from this early set of utility, a deep dark cover outside the A does mean that you'll keep Xerxia
ऊपर से
there.
हटाते सेटिंग मैप पर.
Allows Famous to get on a line at C.
Hi Rahul, how are you?
He's been able to do it every round now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're so terrified of it.
And the Trailblazer in. Will it spot out a deeper Berserks? He'll look to buy a little bit of time for himself, but this is the time that Xerxia needs to start to get a little bit faster, dropping in these utilities.
Speaking of cabbages, they're out looking for some info off the back of it. Berserks, he's going to fall away for now, but at least they've sent in that lockdown.
Yeah, but look who's going charging for it. Alert wants to get ahead of them, but he gets taken down straight away. The lockdown is going to be effective.
return
The
होगा ना?
flag goes up.
That's bold. Now they're going to have to try and clear out tree here. Famous gets another.
Oh
That's
my
Rolex
God.
going down, so they are still in control here. Boom. Onto this defuse. Blaze King already
Okay, round
making
to
it
go.
easier. There's
Defuse
just
हो रहा है.
literally nothing they can do. Sure, Seraphop can get a frag, but then...
ओ भाई क्या knives है इसके यार.
Famous. How many multi-frags are they going to give this guy? It's round number 10, Komodo.
They
Timeout
completely
लिया क्या इन
locked
लोगों ने?
outside as well. The lockdown forcing him
क्योंकि
into
नहीं लिया तो
tree, but
बहुत
they're
जरूरत है
bullied by
timeout की
utility.
अभी.
Heck, the 2 players that are the last surviving ones are out at the rubble. No utility to deny a defuse.
He's pushed
File
through C as
Prithvi,
well.
take
to get
care.
there with the operator to face it in and just continuing to do it.
As soon as you take down a Killjoy as well, any flank watching that you do have to look for, Famous can just waltz his way in towards your territory when you think you're comfortable, when you think, hey, we've got into the site. We're getting a plan. There's a lockdown there from Boom. There's Famous coming from behind. The Blades and the Operator singing a great tune at the moment. And we're going back Groundhog Day in towards B, straight up. But this time for Xerxia, they don't lose a player straight away.
I like it a little more.
W entry तो है.
LBY does have to cop the dog to the face, which is a
तो लोग कितना coordinated है.
No lockdown this time.
ऊपर नीचे हो जाती चीजें. No. Clearly Famous is a better jet main.
Very well done.
Nice one. ये दोनों deadly duo लग रहे हैं मेरे को तो. Tira और ये. XZ.
As that trade does come through. Shiro, what are you made of in this 1v3? Cruising up, does make it work for now, but he's got too many angles to clear here as well. Flashpoint out, and now as they pop that Nana, he has to creep forward, try to find this jewel and try to bait it out. There it is. They set themselves up for
nice
success.
Nice, don't go see. Yes, clearly that worked. We worked.
No lockdown this time for Boom, rather, to force Xerxia out of the site. It doesn't matter that they've got lesser weaponry. It doesn't matter that they've got hardly anything, because when Sirofop gets those kills, there's time for them to upgrade the weaponry. The flank even looked after as well. Good pushes from Xerxia, changing of the pace. This is what I was wanting for them.
तो करना बस साथ में जाके trade
Are we going to get, you know, aggression out of Boom? Of course we are. We know how they play. Are we going to get that from Xerxia though? Are they going to change
7-5 तो करना पड़ेगा यार.
time and time again? They're
attacking side map है.
To their non-pushing.
Ideally उनको around चाहिए थे, but at least 7-5 तो करो.
Another round where utility will set them
Nice
slowly
देखकर.
out through They should know that Famous is on the line at C with that operator.
बहुत अच्छे नाइफ है रे Famous के. बहुत ही अच्छे.
If they don't know that he's there with that operator, there's a problem. He's flanked too many times to not be worried about it.
Thanks for the bye. Take care.
To this line too, double operator.
Exactly right. You're not going to be expecting two, or if you are, well,
you
got
a
good read on the game.
Yeah.
And they line up for him.
Almost a collateral. Perfection from Berserks. Because they have to get moving off the back of this Komodo, right? They can't be complacent. They can't just allow them to be, you know, taken apart limb by limb as the Rolling Thunder comes out.
It's the last round and a half, remember. You cannot be stagnant. You entry that one into the day, but you're met with another in return at B.
Another return. Severine, straight on in with
नहीं,
Shiro.
ये तो गलत हो गया. ये तो बीच के मुंह पे
Denial
आ गए.
service as LBY tries his best to trade, but unfortunately the market is closed as XZ. He is left alone inside this 1v4. No spike available to him.
They're
all having a cuddle. And I don't blame him, because that is beautiful from Boom. Again, Xerxia showed that they had something cooking early. But Boom, they continue strong.
Yeah, and an 8-4 half on the defensive side as well means that switching it up, if their aggressive playstyle is anything to remember, they're going into a side which you would expect them to be a little bit more comfortable on. One thing we could say that for Xerxia they might be able to rely upon, and I hope that they're not going to need to in this situation, is that they were able to stave off a round number 12 against Naos in their series on this map here. 6 in a row to find 13 to 11, so they had a bit of a, you know, destructive defense.
Have the highest HSA percentage.
Just getting rolled over.
There's a back stat.
If they could change that up, that's definitely a way to start off the defenses.
XZ and Sirofop, highest headshot percentage. HSP, what are you thinking? God, I miss you.
A delicacy.
Komodo. This game, I remind everyone watching along, do or die. Win or lose. And I tell ya, you can send Boom home because they're from Indonesia, but you can't quite send Xerxia home. They just got to go back to their locale, right? So this means everything to a team like Xerxia, but as we can see already here, Boom, they are indeed fighting hard.
Even more so to Xerxia, because they are a team that had 2 others put before them in every discussion you would have about who would represent Thailand at this event.
Just want John Olsen back.
A pistol round now. Very absent of shields, actually. Everybody wanting upgrades, everybody wanting utility. And here's that aggression from Boom that we were expecting. Very rapid into getting an orb for Shiro. Just spotting out at the moment, actually.
Come back, hoga.
Well, you'll start to see a little bit of differences.
Opinions
with how
on Neo
these
Frontier
agent
Phantom.
lineups of a mirror
I've
circuit
not used
do
it
play.
much, but I think and I've heard it's really good.
Pushing alert up towards
It
Rubble.
is use up करना होगा.
As you
But
know,
वो
the
लोग
team
इतना pressure
leans
करते थे कि इन
towards
लोगों को
the
time ही नहीं
other
मिल
side
रहा
of
ना.
the map. Killjoy to play with an Omen.
Last round ये तो वो लोग
Leaving him.
A पे अट किया, वो लोग B पे गए,
This is
सीधा
good
breach
for
के मुंह
Alert.
पे.
He is literally by himself. He can ask for a flash from LBY, but it won't help too much, you would expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight onto this line, and he even
Oh.
froze for a second.
Shots,
It was like
Ray.
a brain delay, but it's not going to matter when
Oh,
the alert
didn't
is
tell me.
red. Making it happen again for a
Nice
little bit
cover.
of support from LBY as well. Alert does get taken. He does get punished by Berserks as a response, but look at this control. Right now, it's just damage prevention, but famous.
shot.
Oh, you dirty man. Here we go.
Yeah.
An animal.
ये भी
He
जाएगा क्या
pushes
round?
forward, he's got the regrowth, and that's not what he's going to need. He's also going to need a couple more frags and a spike planted because Rolex is here.
2v2, remember. Guiding light available for Berserks.
Oh, he's peaked it, he's
Rolex
given
is
up
stuck.
his hand, he's absolutely done it. It was all a gamble, but when you show it, you lose that poker face, the pressure comes in. Now onto it. Famous. Seeing if he can hit these shots. XI's starting to come around here now
अबे,
to support. And
timing.
there's Berserks dropping XI.
भाई उससे
And
2
this
किल
could
निकाले
be
थे,
a
3 किल
massive
उन्होंने मारे थे,
2v4
2 भी
turnaround.
निकाला उन्होंने.
Not
हाँ.
like this, Zersha. You guys heard it. Thanks, Gary.
And
We
there
love
it
it.
is. A pistol round for Boom.
वो बोले not like this, वो जो बोले yes like this,
and
Zersha.
who other than famous?
If the crowd mics didn't pick that up, I'm going to be depressed. So someone clip that for me and send it back, please, afterwards, because that was beautiful. When you have the passion and the support in the crowd, you know what it means to these players, the owners, the families, the friends, everything. And that is what encapsulates this competition. 10 of the best from around Asia. They didn't get into that spot for franchising. They worked hard. They pushed through split 1 and 2. They pushed to throw that they are the best in the region for one chance, one opportunity, Komodo.
हाँ ये
And
कैसे
this
किया, मेरे को
is the
लगा था ये round
crux of
Zersha का
that
ही है.
now.
Has we have you?
Right now, the focus, though, is going to be
Oh,
double
better
digits
class,
for
obviously.
Boom. A
ठीक है, अपने को तो अच्छा गेम देखना है.
against Seraphop for Zersha.
अपना टीम तो बाहर होगा.
Strongest weapon that they have to offer. He's actually
दोनों
at the right
टीम में से
location
जो भी
as well,
अच्छा
the A
गेम
site where
ये
Boom are
बस
looking to
support
tangle
करेंगे.
with. But now spotted and
ये
stuck.
Zersha का ही pick है ना? हाँ ये Zersha का ही
And
pick है.
stunned up as well.
Next split है. Oh my god, split is very annoying.
Now, Severine, great catch onto Seraphop. It's just a flood, isn't it, a Boom?
Massive cleanup.
Literally nothing Zersha can do here.
Nah, and with a plan at the end as well, some extra credits. Get another tick on towards
मुझे थोड़ा बार हो
ultimate because
सकता है.
I'm looking at this one.
काफी
going into
मुश्किल
a
है.
bonus round. Berserks is one away.
अब
from
जाना
the
VCT
Seekers
easy
on
win,
the
तभी तो
attacker
नहीं जा रही
side.
easy win है
That
ना.
will show you the way to round number 11 now.
I'm going to love this if Blaze King doesn't upgrade and then continues forward. It's just the classic. I've seen it work, but I've also seen it fail. But look, I just don't see this Boom train stopping at all right now. The Wolfpack are here. They are fired up. There's the big man on your camera right now. But overall, it has been a treat to see Boom fire up the way that they have.
Guiding light early as well. You know, somebody is at least looking at you over at C. Oh, and that's a risky jump spot from Seraphop. Tagged down, can't heal himself. This bonus round for Boom, if they're able to find it, that would be an upset for Zersha. And the opener for Famous.
How,
Some jet
man?
with a bulldog. He's bit him.
He's not even on your screen. What do? That's like an Alt F4 moment right there.
Well, it's a rage moment for sure, but for Alert, you have to be silent for your teammates because the round isn't done just yet.
It's more than alert. It's a bloody siren, an alarm bell. He's just freaking everyone out in the side of Zersha right now.
But Boom are ringing it over at A, aren't they? 3 players here for Zersha have to respect the spike to go down. Famous to turn to the lurk looker as well at the lobby, and there are those Seekers all towards the defense spawn. You know where the retake is coming from.
XI was still clearing out C. You know, now he has to wrap all the way around. Blaze King trying to take that control, and he'll punish Seraphop. This is the thing. Boom. They keep pushing. They keep pressuring. They're not allowing Zersha into this at all. This is just the eco, the bonus, as I mentioned, right? XI does get one back, but Berserks gets 2. Blaze King to close. He came into this round without a weapon, mate.
Get the guns, get the upgrades. They're free.
Oh, my God.
And in this economy for Boom,
Exactly.
that's round number 11.
Rent's expensive.
Secured.
Jesus.
Looking for 12. Looking for a scoreline to close a series that we thought coming into this conky was going to be one of the closest because of who are on the stage because of what the stakes are right now. The winner makes it to playoffs and the loser are sent packing.
The end of Alpha. Omega still continuing tomorrow. Arguably more insane games, right? This one's at least a bit more straightforward. You win, you win, you lose, you lose.
Yep.
That's it. Tomorrow, God knows.
Yeah.
You can just tell Opal's brain is exploding right now, trying to work out all these scenarios and everyone watching along at home as we know it.
Yeah.
But as Xerxia take the timeout, this is their last chance to bring themselves back.
And Xerxia have used both timeouts now as well. They
Sit
haven't
on
forced
mute,
Boom
what
to be
the
able
fuck?
to use one. They haven't felt the pressure enough to be able to
Said hi Lalit, hi
justify
Chaitanya,
using it.
how are
And
you?
why would you?
Hello,
11-4 is the score at the moment. Xerxia have not really found any damage against Boom.
Really
where
famous
they
better
feel
chat. Famous
too
के nice
under
बहुत
the
अच्छे.
collar. Things are flowing for them. Berserks is doing what he needed to do.
ये कोच के
When
बाजू
they were
में
asking where was
assistant
he.
coach है क्या क्या
Famous is leading the charge. These flanks are being found. They're in on a bonus round, and they're making it look like Xerxia haven't even shown up yet.
Definitely. A little bit absent, which just can't be the case.
And Severine hasn't even needed to do anything here.
He had a big round at the start, didn't he?
He had a 2K.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
भाई 21-8 पे famous
Have to go for this
21-8.
half play if you're Xerxia at the
Deadlift
moment.
तो
You've got
भयंकर
to
हो
give
रहा.
yourselves enough gun rounds to try and close things closer at least. Don't let Boom get to 12 though in a round like this. Alert on the Guardian.
Must be so demoralizing for Alert to try go for this as well, given how
Yeah.
many times Famous has punished him, but they're going to work for
Nice
it.
stun.
Blaze King just sitting. I'm not sure if it's pretty though. Alert pushing up, he's low.
Oh,
he's
hang on,
very
wait.
low. But it's not going to
Oh.
matter when XIA and Rolex are stepping up to the
second में
fight.
क्या हो
Oh
जाता है
my
भाई?
Jesus, Rolex. Okay. But Famous is still alive, so don't count him out of this. Spike down, but they've got their eyes on it.
Yeah, 1v4, and they know where he is from the audio cue.
Oh, Rolex has got to be so careful to not overstep here. I don't actually know if he saw him. He's in the corner now. They're all going to swing for him. Okay, perfect. Beautiful stuff. I got a little concerned there the way
Nice
he picked, but he
15.
made sure he got it done.
And
They
remember,
were all joining him after.
on the back of a timeout as well, mate. You go aggressive. It seems to work wonders.
Please give me 3 maps. Come on.
There's a round, though, for Xerxia to keep that lifeline afloat. Exi from the shadows, but Shiro with a rolling thunder. We could be seeing a proper execute in towards one of these sites for the Boom side. They were feeling the flow earlier, just measuring out what aggression they were seeing from Xerxia, and now we can see a little bit more of what you would call a normal Valorant round, which is still going to be chaotic, I expect.
Nothing about this series is normal, bro. And I don't like it. Normal is boring. I like excitement. It's Famous. He's straight on in. And look at that, XZ. Sorry,
Bye.
mate. Can't escape when the man is just running at you.
And he's pushing as well, very, very deep. You've still got that rolling thunder for
That's
Shiro.
what I mean. Look how close up he is here. They're going to get that spike planted. Is he going to be ready for more? I think they are, but he's not going to swing at the right time. Zero Fob.
तेरे में open
Good
लगा ना
boy.
इसको?
No way. Okay. At least
बरसा
there was a
नाकाम क्या हो? दो
consolation
मार
prize,
दिए
but
भाई.
isn't enough.
Well, you're going to have to rely on something from Rolex here.
Pushing in close.
वो लोग long भी
Severine
खेल सकते हैं, उनका
inside the
smokes
dark
भी गया.
cover. That Nano may reveal his position.
You still got a rolling thunder.
When do they use it? When do they pop it? How do they get it out? Rolex with a response. That's something, but Shiro's got that ready. It's going to obviously take them off, so they've had
All
to fade
three.
that one out, and it's caught everyone.
नहीं
So
गया,
they're
round
going
to
to be
गया.
held. I don't even know if they can win this round anymore.
have to call
Komodo,
it.
it's done. They've absolutely called it.
The rolling thunder. The fact that
जी
Shiro
जी
held on
जी
to that for so
हाँ
long,
जी
it
सवाल
pins
fine
all three
हाँ
players
चले
there and
aggressive
forces them
थे
back.
बहुत आगे
The
अच्छी
space
बात है
brought by
पूरा
Boom on
space
the
create
back
कर
of
रहा
the
है वो
rolling
अपने
thunder
team
as
के
well
लिए
meant that Xerxia were forced into a safe
OG match का
situation.
match हो गया
Yes, they will get a consolation frag onto Shiro in the end.
Boom playing too
But with
good, Boom
three
playing
players
really
surviving
good.
into now 7 rounds that you
टीम
have
को
to
मत
get
support
back
मिल रहा है
into
हाँ टीम की यूटिल से
this game to get us into overtime.
that's the reason he is
That's
also
more
able to
than
play
we
so well
Yeah. And the fact is, that
That
was the
was
full
the smoke
buy,
winner.
right? Before that, it was a Guardian and a couple of Sheriffs.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you can't say yeehaw anymore after this moment. But that was just brilliant from Famous. Like, his impact has been surreal this map.
Yep, absolutely. Without a doubt, one of the MVPs, if not the MVP of this map, and a couple of other ones as well previously. But up close and personal with the rubble, you're dancing with the rocks, and they are pointy. And Boom have got
GG
'em.
If you want to dance with the devil, you better be
GG
bloody
अब तो
ready
लग रहा
as
है
Shiro and Berserks open up
अगर वो लोग
again.
फेक को मारते
The
फिर भी अल्ट आ जाएगा
underworld is
बट
theirs. and they are making
Maybe
Xerxia,
आज
the heroes
3v5
of
है.
this story, look weak and terrified. The nightmare that has been instilled in the form of Boom. Can they close here? Can Xerxia bring this back, make it look doable, make something occur?
Time is ticking way too far at the moment. They're just locked out by Util.
Oh, बाहर
Again, it's
निकलेगा
that
पीछे से
fear,
मारेगा.
they're shaken, and there's not much they can do as Shiro
GG.
will strike, and now as he tries to hold the line, XE walks straight into the claws of
GG.
Famous.
Well played, Boom.
It's beautiful, something that is terrifying to bear witness. A hungry wolf in Boom as they make
Champions
their
देखना है.
mark.
Wait and HK. आएगा. तो करना पड़ेगा. 23 10
Yeah,
starting
on
in
Lotus,
VCT.
I remind you all,
So his
that
knives,
was the
bro.
map pick of Xerxia, and they certainly didn't make it look
One of the
that
best
way
jet
in
knives
any
I've
way, shape,
seen.
or form. You can see how frustrated they are by this Komodo.
XE is not happy with that one. Has to be brought on down in front of a home crowd as well. He is feeling all of the pressure.
हाँ यार मतलब होम क्राउड का अलग ही प्रेशर रहता होगा ना.
Overtaking him.
खुद के
He's
घर
staring at it
मतलब
and
खुद
just
के
looking.
इसमें
He
हारना.
can't do a thing.
And it's understandable why. Again, we mention it. We've
हाँ
harped on
जोशी का
this so
पिकअप था.
many
एपिक
times.
था ये सॉरी.
You
मैप.
take down Myth. You take down
Annihilation.
Full Sense. You've
भाई
got
बहुत
pressure
ऐसा
on your shoulders, a weight, a burden that you
बंदा
have
मारा
to
है.
carry.
And it is so heavy at the moment as well. But for the
तो knives
side of
देखना.
Boom,
ये round मुझे बहुत
they
अच्छा लगा
were
था.
looking
भाई
so
क्या
bloody good,
crisp
weren't
knives
they?
भाई.
13-5.
This
Famous
round.
popping off.
But ace there,
2
that's
versus 4s, 2 versus 5. Give them whatever. This is Boom delivering one of their best performances yet.
The main thing about Famous as well is just how well he was able to control the early round. But my, oh my, we have been given a treat. And you know I love a good snack. So for now, we're going to take a break. And you guys get bloody ready for that next map.
पहले विफ के पर 2 ले गया. Veto भी. I just wanna chill now और क्या उसने है ये. बाबा की ट्रेन में सब क्या? ऐसे? So what happens to me in rank clan? Same dude, same. Orangutan के मैच में क्या हुआ? Orangutan हार गई. He lost 2-0. टाइम पास खेल. टीडीएम ही खेलेगा फिर से. I'm just mentally dipped them. Also, she'll come back well. Hope so. I just want to see a good game. अपना टीम तो बाहर है तो अभी अपन बस we want to see बाकी टीम कैसा परफॉर्म करती है. आज का दिन बहुत खराब गया मेरा. And now hopefully it gets better. Hi Tinku, how are you?
Match found.
वो तीसरा मैप खेलना है जो लोग बोल रहे तीसरा मैप भी है. Deadlock.
It's not an option.
गाने गाने की बहुत इच्छा हो रही है आज. क्यों? हाँ शरद now I just wanna cry. Okay, just take a break. Do something, watch something, play something. मीडियम कौन डांट करता है भाई?
Match found.
All the positive energy to you, Anurag. All the positive vibes to you.
Death is not an option.
I think Ryzen 5 प्रियांशु, बट एक बारी फिर भी बाकी लोगों को चैट में पता है तो बता दो उसको। Ryzen 5 कौन सी हो तो बताओ। हाँ, यूजुअल नोटिफिकेशन नहीं भेजता। 5600X Thank you so much. Anytime, don't worry. Your day will hopefully get better, and if not today, some days are bad days. You know, tomorrow will be a better day. 2600X, obviously. भाई मेरे 3 टीममेट सामने चले गए, जो पहले वही टीम में आए थे। एक का लेवल 14, एक का 20, एक का 371, 275। 371 है तो मतलब अभी तो हो गई ना, असेंडेंट हो गई। I think 5 is better, Ryzen 5. चालू हो जाओ।
Barrier deployed. Reloading.
Huggies. Huggies मिलता है। फ्लैश करोगे? चाट है। का डिफरेंस ये है, उससे कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो रहा था तो वही ले लो ना।
Listening. No surprise.
बहुत लो। I am the very low.
No escape. Clean kill.
अरे अरे भैया मेरे को ही प्लस कर दी जो अपने तो गलत हुआ।
Sound sensor up.
क्या होता है? मेरे को नहीं खेलना। What is 148 bro?
Blinding.
अबे स्टार्ट। ये कंफर्म है, सब इट्स रियली नाइस।
Hostile down. Reloading.
One suppressed. Stage 3.
अब यार हील करने दीजिए मैं सिम वीडियो एडिटिंग
Scratch one. Throwing net. Sound sensor up. Get out of my way. Reloading.
मेरे this is fun ना पर ऐसा
Who's next?
warm up के लिए भी it's better than
Three down. Four down. Hold them to their grave. Ultimate ready.
आजा कोई तोड़ना मत प्लीज मेरा खिलौना
Target escaped.
एस्केप सारा मैं क्या कर रहा है जिंदा अबे भैया सब कर लो मेरे पे तुम
Can't use that.
सारा पैर से आउट अच्छी करो वालेकुम अस्सलाम नो मेरा रीलोड देगी
Still in sight. Listening. No surprises. Get out of my way. Kill confirmed.
मेरा पैर तोड़ रहे थे सारा ओडिन
Reloading. Problem solved.
अरे मेरा टीम वाले मेरे को फ्लैश करे कभी केव कभी ब्रीच
Headshot. No escape. Barrier deployed.
ah
Joke's over! You're dead!
मैं तंग आ गई इनके फ्लैश से Oh no, मेरे को अब चाहिए थी. मुझे ये चक्कर में आवाज ही नहीं आ उसका.
Throwing net.
मेरा नेट गया क्या? ऐसा आई थिंक नेट क्या था.
Duelist that hopefully maybe will be the thing that kind of drives Xerxia forward a little bit more, right? You know, going to be able to get up into the face of Boom because
तो Boom का pick है last वाला Xerxia का था ना.
not a team that is constantly mentally, you know,
Boom has
strong the whole way
better
through. If they start to break, maybe they just might fall off the pedestal.
I'm going to take you back to when Boom absolutely blasted.
Tell me a story, Matt.
Every bloody team out of Split here. That was on the defense. It was in that first half, and it was Famous and Berserk just running it down with Severine flashing forward over towards A main, and there was absolutely nothing their opponents could do. But Xerxia, they're standing strong, they're standing tall. They've got the power of the crowd, the power of Thailand in the air. There's a high pressure at the moment, and they need to thrive in it. They need to harness it. And if they don't, well, it's all coming to an end here and now.
And one of the changes in a map like Split that Boom do focus on as well is the fact that they swap roles as well, right? We saw last map Severine playing on the controller, but here, changing on towards an initiator. The same can also be said for Shiro in the vice versa.
Excuse
so whether
me.
or not it goes a little bit more comfortable for them on
Hi,
this map,
Abe, thank
it opens
you.
an opportunity for Blaze King to be able to play with the Viper as well.
Yeah.
Remember, against one team, it was Famous who was shocking, right? He was very, very absent. The only saving grace for him was the fact that it was Berserk popping off on Jet.
Well, it seems like it might be the beginning of the end. What are Xerxia going to be able to do between last map and now? Oh, I just hope that they can embrace the power of Su. Oh, they're going home soon. Let's see what happens here on Split.
Well, Komodo, I've got one thing to say, mate. It's been a treat casting with you. This very well could be the last map of our journey to Bangkok, Thailand. We've only had the runs, we've only had the back and forth, but it has been electrifying and an absolute treat. I hope everyone watching along from around the world has been enjoying it as well, because this is what it looks like when you get 10 of the best in Asia who have been fighting for 6 months through their splits, watching along at what it means to get a franchising slot. This is the time to do it now, and we're all here for it.
And starting on the attack for Xerxia as well, a pistol round secured is a first step in the right direction, and they have to get this one here, don't they?
Absolutely.
Xerxia के लिए हारी तो Xerxia बाहर है क्या? इनका एक और है. Had a shot, how are you?
King on the Viper. This is a change that I was talking about with Famous onto the Rays too. Very focused in towards mid, but an exploration actually happening over at A. A Trailblazer in with
Viper
Berserk
रास्ता
leading
दोनों
the
team.
way.
Yeah, straight in towards these vents here, and Blaze King actually
फिर
tagged
से
up.
वो ये mirror comp ही है.
Holds off. Great opening from Exi.
That's that push that I was just mentioning as well. And for a reason, that was a big success for Xerxia to get this started here. Blaze King and Severine now over at A, but a little bit of a lurk. I wonder if Blaze King is going to be expecting this from Alert.
Yeah,
Last time दोनों लोग जो स्टार खेल रहे थे इस बार दोनों duelist खेल रहे हैं.
but just unmoving.
मेरे को भी crazy जैसा बनना है जॉब छोड़ के full time
Staying in
streamer
their
बहुत
lane.
मुश्किल है रे बाबा.
But Alert, there it is. That's the timing, but Komodo, will they overlook Blaze King?
बहुत मुश्किल है.
He's found one in LBY, and Famous has picked up another, so this positional advantage
Oh,
from
look, yeah,
Xerxia
no,
might
this
not
one.
work
मार
out,
दिया
but
उसने.
Sirofop gets one back.
Famous has to disconnect from that battle as well. For Shiro, though, he's flanking so hard through their spawn. In fact, a little bit disconnected from the action. You do have a player advantage as Xerxia here too, remember?
He's the only healthy member, though, in this round, Shiro, as he does come along, so there's a lot of pressure onto him.
Line held from Sirofop. the right one to find Shiro here, the higher HP.
4 months सर्वाइव करने के लिए ना पैसे सेव कर लेना पहले हाँ वो भी है प्लस उसके बाद भी 4-5 months के बाद भी
Certainly splits the wickets.
बहुत मुश्किल है
Shiro has a start in hand, able to do it. Info gathered. He will be able to fell it quickly, but Kimono, they've got to get a bit of a wriggle on now. Burning lots and lots of time here.
some low hai
Rolex
वैसे
very low, but it's not going to
साथ में
matter.
पिक लो नाइस
Okay.
भाई बचा जाता है राउंड अभी
Maybe.
Potentially.
But more importantly, a pistol round for Xerxia here. It doesn't matter that it's only Sirafop surviving. It's a pistol round at the start. The absence that we've seen time and time again for Xerxia. Starting map, struggles.
आपके रिस्पेक्ट into 100 times समझ गया जी bro
A change up
But
here.
तुम्हें तुम्हारे लिए बोल रही हूँ
Start with a pistol, start with a second one. You win a bonus on the attacker side of split. Still, you know, defensively strength.
ये देख के ये डिसीजन बहुत सोच समझ के देख के लेना
They started opening. We heard the crowd
Yeah.
shriek, but then they were relatively quiet for the rest.
Yeah.
Let's hope this is a change of pace.
Maybe. Very slow to start though for Xerxia again in these rounds. Wanting to test the waters, see if there's any lurking sharks. For Boom though, of course, not too much to lose in a round like this. When you go into it with the classics, with the shorties, with the Sheriff on Shiro.
Pistol rounds still can get it done. A friend once said to me, it's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion in the ocean. And that's what these guys are going to be looking for here.
Going to be leaning over towards the stronger side setup for Boom. They will be able to play with their Toxic Screen and their Poison Cloud as well. Potentially play in with a little bit of decay. The pistols could get some damage in.
Yeah. Well, look, you know, it's not exactly the craziest buy from Xerxia in this investment.
No, not at all. And with 45 seconds to go, remember, they know the hit's happening here because of what Shiro's been looking at the other side of the map.
They've managed to at least break that one as well. The longer they buy the time, Komodo, the tougher it gets for these guys, but they're going in. Alert has spotted out Blaze King, but there's Berserks. LBY gets a response.
मेरे को लग ही रहा था पता है ये राउंड जाएगा साला मेरे को ऐसा फीलिंग आ रहा था
Absolutely. They're doing it so well here. This is this level of hesitation coming out from Boom. But Xerxia can come back in with 3. 20 seconds left on the clock.
If he stayed silent, could have got LBY here. Now he is stuck.
15 seconds. They've got to get moving immediately. Rolex, Shiro. Oh, Shiro, does he have to stick
Bye,
it? I think he does.
It's a low है oh nice round
One
LBY
sheriff shot would have ended LBY at the end there. The strong crossfire
But good.
denied from Boom.
LBY's
Ego
more
from
than a hero in that round. It's something where so simple. Up against the pistols, you know, it should be a given round every single time. You should never have to clutch out a round of that caliber.
बस तब तो
Especially
वही
in a
है
round like this.
करो करो
That's the thing
स्ट्रीमिंग
as
स्टार्ट
well.
करो
When
अच्छी
your
बात है
opponents go in with a nil investment, and that's one of the downfalls of a playstyle like Xerxia as well. Very passive at the moment, leading into their non-aggression, right? Where Boom, we're going to be expecting a lot of fast-paced action from them.
That's for sure. Boom have been getting up in the grill of Xerxia the entire time.
Yeah.
I think ये बोनस तो आएगा बट क्या ब्रोकन बाय इनका
To continue, but away into
एक वैंडल एक स्पेक्टर एक बुलडॉग दो
Officially,
शरीफ
Seraphon
नाइस
there.
शॉट
That's the opener that they need, Komodo, and the regrowth can come out immediately as well because we know how rough their bonus was looking previously.
This is the way you want a bonus to start, taking away Berserks. Such a problem player on this map specifically when it comes to Boom. Rotations though do happen.
Oh!
भाई नाइस वन रे सिर्फ
Shiro at
अपने
least getting
अपना
one back,
काम
but
कर
that's gonna
लिया
be the Vandal.
And
Hot potato.
You can already see the
Vandal
fans
का
very
पूरा वो कर
paranoid of
लिया
what might be going back over towards A, but it's still here at B.
They've made the investment. Shiro one away, obviously, from the Cosmic Divide, but Alert at the helm here. Shiro. He's
मारो
just
शिरो
shown
को
over
शिरो
26
लो है
points of HP, has to break the trailblazer.
Nice.
It's going to be Alert to take him. That's another Vandal there. Komodo is famous. Oh, famous. He has to be the one to stem the bleeding, to get on in. But it's LBY.
भाई निकाल लिए रे बोनस निकाल लिए
ये
लोग
round.
Nice to sit up hop.
Blaze King, what can you do?
No util.
Nothing to work with. And
headshot.
Rolex.
Ooh,
perfect.
chata.
That's another Vandal at the top of the
Nice
ropes as well.
bonus
That's a bonus round to come through from Xerxia.
I
They
need
do
to
not
you.
drop it either with an opening kill. That is a good conversion.
Attacker's side, starting hot, moving fast. Xerxia, oh, just maybe.
I think the first real tell that Boom are going to be feeling anything in this series is not necessarily losing the bonus here, but when they force out a timeout. When Boom have to use a timeout, that's when we will know that Xerxia have done enough to start to just fluster them a little bit, start to tickle their toes, start
asking
to
customers
creep
if they
one
would
up,
prefer
make them
the
feel
not
uncomfortable.
smoking
Slight
apparently
sense
cut
of panic.
oh my god
Force
bro
time
the
used. A nice high dig as the ball goes up in the sky.
Yeah, but now the
कैसा लग रहा है घर
as
जाके?
well, even with the lesser weaponry.
यार
This
वापस
is
आ जा, मेरे
where
को तो बड़ा
Xerxes
खाली खाली लग रहा है अभी
Munitions
घर.
might find a reward.
Love this proactivity. But also they're just so ready for it as well.
दोनों टीम वेट कर रही है एक
That's the
दूसरे का.
playstyle of Xerxes at the moment. Just really passive, letting an aggressive team get
Nice.
aggressive in the very beginning. And when Shiro loses,
Ah,
pushing
gaya.
through the garage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh!
Times where there's been a bit of a break
Control
delay,
बोलते.
exactly. That's it. You've got your partner in crime to do the time alongside you.
And now it's a 2 versus 4. You're looking for
वो
damage.
बोल रहा होगा मैं सिर्फ
Severine
वेट
can
कर
move
जा रहे
in if
बाबा
he
मेरे को.
wants, but obviously that Nebula will keep him at bay for a little extra minute. Sight will be taken for free.
Plant down. Severine wants to pop in front of it. The
Oh,
Sheriff shots
no
imagine
way!
another one.
Give him another at this point in time. His head's on a swivel though. Unfortunately, those
Nice
are the moments
round.
that he kind of set up for success, but just the way that Xerxes kept him guessing, he just couldn't do it in any way, shape or form. There was
Yeah.
no chance back into that round. And
अगर
Xerxes,
बोरिंग
they
ये
get a
लगेगा
fourth,
जैसे
but
वापस
this
आटो का
I
आ
feel
जाऊंगा.
like
हाँ
is
जल्दी
going
आ
to be a
जल्दी.
big tell. This
एक
could
आध
be the
चक्कर
one
में आ जा.
promoter, the boom lose, that may call the timeout.
Certainly so. This next gun round is going to be very important for Boom Esports to get not only a round started, but also to kind of chip away a little bit of the economy that Xerxes have already started to build up. Showstopper and Bladestorm available. And here it is. Here's the timeout. Is it Boom's?
Either way can work. It would make sense from both sides. You know, do you keep your calm?
There it is.
It is Boom that's made the call. But again, it can benefit either sides, right? It's a second to breathe for the side of Xerxes if they need it. But another thing for Boom, because you can see the emotions are already quite flat.
Yep.
It's definitely not anything to read into, I don't think, at this point in the match. But again, it's the moment in time where you think about it. You allow the story to continue.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
In you fourth. Because remember,
Hi, I'm
the theme
W1.
of this event. Take
How
your
are
place.
you?
That's what Xerxes
Welcome
are
to
looking
this
do.
team.
That's what Boom are looking to do in this competition.
अब मेरे साथ नहीं
It's
खेले मेरे को
been
याद रहेगा.
A
अपने मेरे
rocky
को ऐसा बोला
event.
रीजन प्लेस
There
साथ ही
has not
खेलते हैं.
been one moment where this journey has been smooth
Oh, so
sailing.
cute.
Even fans
Oh,
who
I
were
want
the first
this.
to qualify had their sides rocked.
Yep.
But now, everything on the line for Group Alpha here.
And this is definitely where we need to just see Boom start to erode away at this scoreline difference as well. It's early stages, 0-4, quite recoverable.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm also fine.
Got a cosmic divide on
आज मेरी stream पे कैसे भटक के आ गया.
Important ultimates. We can definitely see the party started with Famous when that showstopper gets brought out. Everybody for Xerxes over towards the A side of the map to start on out. Paint shells in, can buy some time. Trailblazer sent in to see if there's anybody on the back of them.
Later.
Yep. But as the cavalry starts to just waltz its way for Xerxes again, these first 30 seconds of the rounds are just so passive from them.
Oh, do they clear? I don't think they do. They've actually let a lot
Oh.
of space up here. Famous didn't go for it, didn't
You
try
see,
and contest that. The
you
poison side's gone
see.
up as well.
Yep. Showstopper gonna net nothing. 5v5 retake. Shiro with that cosmic divide can be called to arms here.
Sitting back at the screens, waiting ever so patiently.
Bit of util still for Boom to work with here for the remainder of the players too.
They are all here, but it's going to be that amount of pressure alert actually getting forced into peek the screens. That's a crazy position because now Famous, LBY not ready for it.
Hi.
But Berserk's has picked it up as well. Famous, yeah, as you mentioned, straight onto that. There's nothing
क्या
they can
मस्त
do.
retake.
Nothing they can do at all. Rolex just has to get out.
Yep.
And that is a massive, massive response. The pause.
Nice
Yeah,
Got it
retake.
done.
The pause in time in that round as well. 5 versus 5. As soon as Boom realized that Xerxes is setting up for an A take with the guiding light, with the Trailblazer sent in as well from them, you have an idea that the showstopper is going to be ripped. Oh, very cheeky.
वैसे
operation
लाइन पे ज़्यादा
out there,
प्लेस
but
करने
what's even
से
more
खेलता हूँ.
fancy is what Famous
तो
has
आपको में से
done
खेलना
with
चाहिए ना
the
मेरे पे
satchels
तो
getting in your face.
एसेंट
Doing
का,
what he does
Pearl
best
का,
on this raised kit for a round
Haven
one
का,
for Boom.
और कौन से एक और आपका
Must have
लाइनअप है.
started in Greece the way
Easy
he's
way.
been dancing around.
फिर भी आप मेरे को
It's
मना
just
कर
been
दिया.
so beautiful how sneaky and cheeky this man can be.
What? Nice retake.
Not expecting any difference to come out from the starting of a round from Xerxes again. Very, very
ये
silent
defender sided map है ना?
approach up through
Split.
mid. leaving a lurk.
I mean, so far, ooh.
Great
That
start.
is taking out Zerofop, who has actually been pretty decent at finding opening kills in this map so far.
Yeah, having a raise go down early is not what you want at all, is it?
No, not whatsoever, and he can still even go for more at the moment. He will be spot out, but remember, Shiro's here to help him.
Only some info off the back of that Trailblazer, but the spike's still down. They're just going to be patient.
It's dicey for Shiro, though, because there's a lot of players around this corner. There's two. There's a crossfire for both sides.
Jets
Let's
just doing their stare off as well. The operator's still just outside B, but it's going to be Blaze King to take point
को
again.
कहाँ से निकालूं मैं
He's second
लाइन
in the round, Komodo,
Split
and
पे
he's
तो मैं
also
smoke
dipped
सी
onto
मुश्किल से
LBY.
दे पाती हूँ
There's Berserks. This
इसलिए मैं
is
sage खेलती हूँ
a
split पे
complete and utter change from
Battle
Zersha. Where
Sage.
has their confidence gone?
And
It's
X
your
is
loss,
pushing
it's
through that
fine.
poison cloud as well, getting Decado down. Rolex onto Famous, though. Can get healed up by the regrowth, but with only 10 HP for LBY, 30
did he spot
seconds.
him?
The problem's 30 seconds on the round.
Yeah, Rolex. I think he actually did manage to spot Severine. I don't know if they knew at all. But Blaze
But
King has the line. I don't think he's going to quite clear it. No way. There is no way he goes out with this. This is a turnaround. Boom have dropped the bag.
भाई
They can
दोनों
get
का
in
मिला
now,
के
they can
13
send out the
HP है
sneakers, they can get towards the side, but you're right, Komodo. Shiro,
Time है
could he do it? They are looking for him. They are turning, but it's going to be all about the timing.
नहीं
He has
निकलेगा
to
रे
push the poison cloud, the toxic screen, and
नहीं
now
निकलेगा
LBY in position. Does send the guiding light out, but Shiro.
anti
Oh, he was ready for it, wasn't he?
The difference that some
Winnable
HP can
winnable
make
तो
in
अभी भी है
this game. A 2
आपको सब लाइनअप
versus 5.
चिढ़ाते हैं
So
पता नहीं
big.
मेरे को लाइनअप पे क्यों चिढ़ाते हैं एक तो इतना अच्छा बात है लाइनअप आना इतना यूजफुल रहता है टीम के लिए फिर भी मेरे को सिर्फ मजाक उड़ाते हैं लोग
I'm in gaps though in that round as well,
Oh,
right? For
100%.
Zersha, the fact that there's some trigger discipline up
They
at
were
the
watching
range.
the flank.
Exactly right. So quick in for the next round.
Nice
However,
one,
the
boom.
Viper's Pit deployed in through towards mid. This time for Zersha, no showstopper for them to get into the site very quickly. So they have to expand to new horizons a little bit more. An entry in towards the tower.
They know where the operator is now as well, which is crucial information.
If they decide to go down in toward the vents, they can choke Blaze King from 2 different angles on that Viper's Pit.
Yeah, but it's scary as well. You know, do you want to go and fight in the Snake's Pit? That is always a terrifying prospect, but look at Berserk's the proactivity. That Sirofop going down in the opening pick again, but alert with a
shot.
response.
अरे क्यों हो रहा है था पॉज मेरा भी यही ड्रीम है आप जैसा बेंच से फाटे से बड़ा कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटर के साथ खेलना को मिले
Oh, Berserks! What a risk to take, but the gamble reward has come through.
Viper's Pit.
हाँ खेलने का थोड़ा अच्छा कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटर बनने के बाद ऑफ यार से how sweet
Have an approach for Boom.
Yeah, it's still the advantage going the way of Zersha.
Nice.
He will be able to do it, but don't count Berserks
तो ये
out.
सेव ही करेगा ना
He can make this work. He knows how to fight inside close quarters, but he's got so many angles to watch.
On for an ace.
हर वेन बनाने पे दादी चट को
Time ticking away from
चलते
the
हैं सब
spike and
चलते
that
हैं सब
Viper's Pit.
He opts for the operator. That's the craziest thing to me. He still goes in, does
सब
have
अच्छी
bullets
बात
to
है
be
ना
shielded.
वालों में there's a
This is the
reason
thing,
there are
Komodo,
utils
right?
use
Take your
करने
place,
के लिए तो है
wouldn't do it
utils
now, Berserks. You
बन
have to
नहीं
go
लिया
now,
सो
you
बन
have
लेना
to get
चाहिए था ना
moving,
ऊपर
and you
से
have to be inside the pit, but I think he's called
now
it. He doesn't want
now
it.
he's gonna save
Doesn't
it
want to go for the risk to seek the reward. He's going to give the round for Zersha, and that is 5 on
Mara.
the trot.
Oh, an exit kill though. The money isn't too stable for
ये भी
Zersha.
मरा
If
gonna
he
get
can get this
5.
close, the one is gonna be
Ace!
a consolation ace to come through
It's
from
more than a
Berserks.
consolation, it's a consolation gift. You know, it's been delivered to
Hi,
him
Shiva,
on
how
a
are
silver
you?
platter. It doesn't mean everything, right? But at least it just stems something. And it gives Berserks a little bit of extra confidence to go in with this as well.
I hope it gives the team some
भाई
more
ये सिर्फ
confidence
अभी
too,
पहले मर रहा है
because
और
Zersha is showing a little bit
बहुत
of a
अच्छा
difference
खेल
when
रहा
it
है
comes to this map
उसका
right
पिक
now.
But what
बहुत
excites me is
महंगा
the
पड़ रहा है
fact,
इनको
because I spoke about it, almost winning that 2v5, right? Then still
Gods,
winning a round
man.
like this, even with Berserks getting 5. Zersha.
thank you
not
Gamer
thrown.
Race to responsor thank you so much
Severine going to be down onto a stinger in this
Flash
round.
Molly
That
smoke
is
सबकी
an
लाइनअप से
audacious peek from Blaze King. It's going to be able to.
Oh,
just
भाई
get
फिर
through
से
this one.
You can't be doing that. It's like bullying at this point.
Yeah, well, Bully Hunters alert, chasing Shiro down.
He's the hunter, punishing back. He said, you can't do that to me, mate. Blaze King now has to be held back because look at Rolex. He's moving in.
Nice,
Sirifop's
nice
gonna
cover.
find it. Finally, an
Maregai.
opener, or at least something
Maregai.
for this raise. There it is. He's making up for it in droves from what was previously taken away from him. One before the famous. But he does start strong.
Full
That's
util.
at least one. Exactly right, Komodo. Satchel out, alert spotted.
Oh,
On
तो
the
low ही
move,
था
on the move, famous. The paparazzi.
भाई
they're
दोनों
out
लोग
there
1 HP
alive
exit
together!
what what the fuck?
It's a camera starring moment.
I legit thought Zotac had this round.
Put some respect on the plays he comes
What
out. This
the
raised
fuck?
kit, he is playing it incredibly. A 1 versus 4 when we're looking at Sirofop getting great kills, when we're looking at Xerxia on this attacker's side getting rounds that they are fighting hard for, making look clean. He just gets around the map so quickly, so concisely.
Bro.
And headshots double down.
What insane fucking clutch, bro.
Count them out. Boom.
हाथ से
Backs
खींच
up
के डाला
against the
round.
wall.
भाई,
We've seen Berserks with the 5K.
legit.
Sure, it didn't net them
The
around.
fuck
but
happened?
they're now famous. A 1v4. I'm talking about getting in the heads of Xerxia.
Look at the buy that has actually caused for Xerxia here. They string together a couple of rounds. Xerxia
Good
still gets
trade,
an
though.
opener.
That's a good trade at the very least in this position. Severine just behind the Nebula. But look at the positioning of Sirofop.
The smoke is going to fade. There's some time for things to settle in the
Amazing
server at the
4K.
moment. Clear out
An
positions
amazing
with
clutch.
utility, a gun, an operator, in fact, picked up. Who would you put it in the hands of at the moment on Xerxia? Because alert is down.
Patience is a virtue.
Oh, going to the B side as well. Severine's going to be holding from the
Ayushi.
back of the side. However, look at where Shiro is. He's in the garage at the moment.
They've taken all of this control for free.
Yeah, and a push over through the A side as well. Eventually, the jig's going to be up. Will Severine get one?
Oh, the head.
No.
It doesn't quite work out.
Nice.
Do they freeze? Do they
By
go?
10
I think
HP.
they dropped into the side here, Komodo. They want to keep on going.
Nice.
XIA with an operator. Picked it up out of the cold
Nice.
hands. And he gets another.
क्या ये
Sirofop
50
doing it.
होगा?
They are
Famous
gonna
अभी
come
तक
back, but
जिंदा
they're
है
so
तो
far away
मुश्किल
from
है.
this.
The thing is, it's a disadvantaged position for Boom as well. A 2 versus 3. Will they be expecting Rolex to be playing in the mail room? It's all going to come down to timing.
क्या
2
timing है
versus
भाई?
2. Ultimates allowed.
वो तो
for
low है
Xerxia.
already.
He's got the package. But how quickly is he going to send it? No show
भाई ये
this time
main से
round.
इतना खुला क्यों है लेकिन ऑफ लेके?
Oh, Blaze King.
He's funned it.
Oh,
There
he's
it
got
is.
it.
Oh my god.
This time, though,
Good,
it's going to be
good.
Blaze King.
Tico दो.
He was my highlight. He was my head-to-head. We're talking about how
Hi,
important
Arshit,
it
how
was
are
him
you?
going up against XIA. And he
क्या
manages
सही
to
मौसम
fell
है ना?
him
मस्त मौसम हो
inside
रखा है बैंगलोर
XIA.
में.
Managed to get the pot shot from the heavens.
Yeah.
But
तुझे
again,
पहुंच जाएगा क्या पहुंच जाएगा?
the angels don't mean much
Reason that
when the
कुछ नहीं
devils are
सकता
boomerang.
भाई.
And when you clip their wings as well, you
Team
bring
up.
them down to earth
बहुत
at the
अच्छी
moment.
खेल रहा है. Last मैच
And
भी
that's
उसने
not
बहुत
where
अच्छा
we're
खेला.
seeing a couple of these players. They are getting a good bird's eye view, aren't they? Blaze King able to get something happening in that round as well, but not before his teammates did enough damage, enough work to allow such a round to be gained.
बारिश चालू हो गया था.
Xerxia, though, not without a
अगर
purchase
मेरा
into the new
team बन हुआ
round.
समझ जाना
Sirofop
like दो.
back with a
Just catch.
showstopper
Oh,
too.
thank you so
Moving
much.
fast from them into
I'm also fine her shit. अब तेज बारिश हो रहा है भाई. साउंड आ रहा है तुम लोगों को पीछे से?
the B side. They did it over towards A previously. The problem being Rolex on the Viper is not as autonomous as XE can be on the Astra, and it's currently XE carrying the spike with the squad in the garage.
Frozen in time.
मैंने
now.
देखा पता है वैसे कोई sentinel नहीं लेता. Majority of the time split पे को
And a punishment of the showstopper.
कोई sentinel नहीं
Berserks
लेते.
doesn't like parties, and I don't blame him. Looking for more. XE with the response, but
Nice.
Berserks, no! Punishment! XE likes parties. He wants to be re-invited. And now that spike will be planted, and it's a 3-on-3.
Paint shells do some damage, get the heals up as LBY. Can XE even get a Cosmic Divide though?
Snacks, drinks, music, everything
Flank.
going on right now.
Rolex पीछे से आ रहा है late.
You're right.
Nice.
Timing, it could be absolutely everything. He managed to get in towards the position here, but Famous already taking point on the side here. Severine also joining him. They have to go for it all here. Locked in, trapped, strangled.
Body block.
LBY is close. I think you're exactly right, Komodo. They might just go for this. They could do it. They're going to kiss and cuddle inside the corner,
the
but they take
util.
off, and it's okay.
Nice round.
He says not today. You got to
ये
finish
तो heavy
the
linear I am
first.
Bangalore. Yeah, I know that's
Xerxia,
banner घट्टा बाजू में तो
They
है.
take 6.
You got to
How many
finish
right
the round.
my
You gotta
face
make
in your
sure
Rolex?
the
A
round
lot.
is gathered.
A
That was
lot.
read in. That was known that Boom were
मैंने
going to
मसलों
do
को
the body
comparison
block.
नहीं यार. मतलब
But the
बारिश
extra
पसंद नहीं है तो
utility
बहुत
that
बारिश
Xerxia
होते
throw
थे.
in as well. On the back of the gravity well, there's
Strategy
no
तो
pulse,
थी.
there's
NP तो
a
था.
snake spike too. Just making sure no defuse is possible.
तो तेज बारिश हो रहा है. पता मुझे इसके साउंड के ऊपर बारिश का साउंड आ रहा है.
Take a sip.
लग रहा है लास्ट मैच अब पूरी हमें बड़ा
We'll be ready.
टाइम लगेगा यार
6-4. It's an eco from Boom.
अभी इनके आ रही है इंटरनेशनल सिंग में टाइम लगेगा उनको वो लगा उसको ब्लेसिंग को लगा नाइस कैसा लगा ब्लेसिंग टेस्ट अवे रोन मेडिसिन ऐसी स्मोक से मारता है ना तू
Seekers out just for good merit, just for good order. And XI's out.
ये मेरे को मेरा लैम का याद आ गया ओह
But
शॉट
never count him out.
मैंने बिंग स्पिंकर किसको मारा था उधर ही
The thing is, where will Zersha be expecting Shiro to come from?
5 HP.
809 man life is normal yeah it's normal it's not good but it's not
gathered this round now becomes
abnormal
an unlosable moment.
Fancy HP
They know
वो.
the HP. They line it
Nice
up. They cross
round.
perfectly.
I mean it's already a very good half for Zotac to be honest
Winning out the
after
half,
then
Komodo.
अच्छा
Is this more than what we had in the previous map? It is by two.
जाएगा अच्छा जाएगा अगर नहीं भी जाएगा तो it's okay some days are bad days it's
Providing
okay
us a good showing from Xerxia at the moment. Good
Hey, it's a
adaptability. When you get a round presented like that, when it is just the pistols, you want to try and navigate
Samart,
without
how are you?
losing too much.
And I harp on this narrative so many times about all the moments of brilliance that we've already seen again through the side of Boom, individual prowess. But when you have Xerxia, who are firing on all cylinders, operating together,
Boom should get
it
this
is so
round.
hard to fight against.
Operator early over a B for Berserks 2, but smoked off the line. And expected aggression as well.
Yes,
Xerxia
beautiful.
falling on back. Actually still holding this cosmic divide, remember. He's been babying it.
They're trying to send him in, so that's going to be the tailwind going as well.
Yeah, but the problem is, now that that's expired, there's been some movement from Shiro away from the B line because it's being held by Berserks.
They might just walk into this Komodo at this point in time. I don't know if they're ready for it.
They could,
अगर
but you
Berserks
would
मार
expect
दिया
a
तो
Trailblazer or at least a guiding light in from LBY first. There's 5 players
There
here.
it is.
They're setting up for it, and now they know the op is at B.
Does he stay to fight, though? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's going to get some additional support.
No,
It actually
क्या?
pays off in dividends. Look at that alert. Maybe get a little bit too confident. Berserks gets another, but it is quickly traded by LBY. So it's not a done round just yet.
That was a
Shiro
bad dash.
has made audio. He has made sound, but Rolex has found another. But Famous! He
good
shows
round,
up
Boom.
again with the double kill. Now it's
Good round.
all onto the captain and LBY, and the half ends just like that.
Always got to be a daring battle against Berserks when he's got an operator looking down the line at B. He gets one, gets out, a chance for another, nailed. And by the time that you trade him, the rest of the team is there for Boom as well. A showstopper from Famous though, almost just to seal the deal in that round. 7-5. At least enough put up for Xerxia, I feel. Translate over into their defensive side, a discussion to be had now. And it's got to be, first and foremost, how to get the pistol. But you've got to look towards how you're going to close out this map to send us to the third.
5 different agents, 3 different roles.
It was on fire.
Call him Mac, because that is a big flex.
Absolutely.
कमी करने का international
Is it going to be enough?
tournaments.
I do like it, you know, especially when the flex
Well, I played
does send you onto a
There
duelist
are 5
on
different
the
agents
occasion,
and
right?
3 different
The
what?
fact
And
is
3
that is
different
a
what?
diverse player base, but you said it, I think a couple of years ago.
No, the international
Everyone
there are not
could
that.
get a gun, could do the shoot. It's just the kit and how
International
you
players
use
are
it
really
around
good. What are you
our
saying?
teammates,
Hi Villain,
right?
how are
So
you?
Berserk's a very versatile player.
Like
but I
करो guys,
think
part से
now-
like करो.
And again, on that as well, the flip can still be said true. You've got different utility, and yeah, it's how you use it, but at the end of the day, you got to get the shoot on it.
बारिश हो रही है मेरे को तो डर लग रहा है मेरा नेट या लाइट ना चले जाए.
As well. And if you've got teammates to put you in good positions to be able to do the shoot, that's where things can come up good.
So as the half turns, will it be the finale of Group Alpha, sending Boom into the arena? Or will Xerxia say what the fans have been asking for in Susu?
And remember, that's the heroes to be cut down. When's the last time you saw a villain arc be successive?
So many times they put the villain up first, looks good, and then they explain their plot or something and the hero ends up winning anyway. So is that what we saw in Lotus? Still way too early to tell. I will never, ever, ever consider Boom out of this one at all.
No, nor Xerxia. Even though they are a map down, still a fight to be had, and it starts off with the pistol of this second
July
half.
चल रहा है ना?
Oh my
It's what we
God.
expect.
July
The
है ना?
aggression from them can be unrelenting.
They have
Hi,
set
Metal
up
Hacker, how
for
are
it.
you?
Yeah,
Hi,
Xerxia
Shanak, how are
to
you?
agree.
I see happy to lagging around. क्या नहीं हो तुम सब लोग?
They're straight
Yes.
on in.
Ooh, the
That's
mid
how
markers
she won
on the
Oscar.
side itself, they're going to go for a little bit of a wrap.
That's what I mean. Is this actually beneficial here? This allows the Xerxia side to reposition, but okay, yeah, they have.
ये
They know exactly
pistol
what's going on.
important
but
है
Alert's gonna
boom
be
के लिए
punished.
तो.
Blaze King takes him down.
और
LBY
सर्च
is
निकाली तो
stuck.
बहुत ही
We've
अच्छा
seen this
उनके लिए.
position
Yeah,
played for
they
time
know
and
he's
time
there.
again,
What a
so
read!
it's just read in. When you see Rolex with that wall, you know someone's behind it.
They knew there had to be more there, Komodo, so now it's back into their heavy advantage for Boom.
And a flank eventually from Shiro if required.
Nice one from Famous. So Sirafop and Rolex really tasked with the impossible here. Severine's
Nice
going to punish him
shot.
too. So it's all left on to Sirafop, and he does get one, but he's going to be
And
slowly
he
chipped
nice
away
round
by
Boom.
Berserks.
Death by 1,000 cuts from Berserks there.
Quite literally. Gonna be-
Pistol round for Boom.
Oh, man. This is just surreal.
Yeah.
There has not been a single moment in this map where I've felt like anyone's kind of had control of the ship. You know, it really is those rocky seas.
And this is so
But
annoying
again,
close
it's
range.
who shows up there. If you don't have a good skipper, if he just cruises down up the river, right? You got to take this to the open ocean. You got to deal with the swells, the tides, everything that gets thrown into it. The
Yeah.
ocean is unforgiving, Komodo.
Well, in this round, a bit of mid-aggression from Zersha, but it is a guiding light sent in from Severine at 8, with a bit of placement from Viper Util to then immediately come over towards the B side of the map. This is where we'll be expecting a bit of an explosion from Boom. No nonsense Valorant. just
No,
straight in
take
with the better
care.
weaponry.
See ya.
So they will take point. Spike should be planted in just a second. Everyone is here from Xerxia though, but I think Blaze King's actually gone hunting a little bit.
It is a default plant as well, so you have to stay contained within the site for Boom.
Just gonna move together. Only way these pistols will overwhelm, and it's already a dink shot up. And alert! And alert!
Alert ने दो
No
मारे.
way you let this work out! No way you let this happen, Boom! XE making it work. The gravity well is up here, but Shiro and Blaze King, they have so much. They're put into a corner, put into a box, and now Sirafop taking another. Alert up close.
Why?
Sirafop getting it done.
Sexy eco. What the fuck?
If you want to be competitive, if you want to win Ascension Pacific, you cannot
What
lose
the
to a
fuck?
weapon that is free. It's
दो मारा
just
उसने
not
पिस्टल से.
allowed.
Kind of nuts. Not gonna lie.
Bonkers ले जाएगी trophy.
Alert
You
with
never know,
two
man.
Almost immediately. Is it a right click where it's captured 2 heads?
क्या eco निकाला भाई?
That is actually insane. No, it's just very quick shots to come on out. Classics from Zersha, and that's why I mentioned
लोग
a
भी
default
पकड़ा
plant
देती
as
हैं.
well, because you have to stay on the site. The 2 remaining players for Boom stuck in the garage. They have to run into the site after the gravity well is used. And things just turn upside down here for Boom, don't they?
Straight in. Trying to
Oh.
force the narrative here, Berserks, but
Oh. वो shot ही लेके आया था.
that's the
और
one
उसके
thing I love
fitness
as a
को
caster,
vulnerable
right?
कर
To
दिया.
get excited about the eco clear, but then again, right, Xerxia just walked away with one of their own. The crowd loves it, and that's why we sort of feel like it would just be, I was about to say un-Australian.
Yeah, I want to highlight the fact that Blaze King has gotten all the way through A. He's in their spawn. I know it's a 2 versus 5, but there could actually be some serious damage. Sirafop's not looking for this one right now.
False sense of security.
If you can get Rolex first too, there is a way back into this round.
Oh, don't do it. I was going to say, if you missed that shot, that would have been great, but now Sirafop knows exactly where he is. He's got to kind of pump the brakes here a
My
little bit.
Brancho,
Komodo.
take
Well,
care.
hunting Shiro down the sewers. He has to get out of this one.
Spike's
Put
down,
out
bad
put
spot.
out
It's
kara.
really hard to get back into this.
You would expect so. And there
Yeah.
you go. Blaze King taken down now.
One is all you get, baby.
Empty.
Nice round, Rolex.
Even if it's
Rolex
even frags,
stepping
it's
up
good
big
confidence
time,
booster,
bro.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a good strong start on Lotus.
Now you can
भाई
kind of
Xerxia
call
इसमें
this one,
पूरा fight दे रही है.
an upside down
It's a
below
very
bonus
different Xerxia
rounds
from what we saw in the
because,
last map.
Well, the Thrifty is gained
Nice.
by Zersha. Now they go into this one on the quote bonus weaponry with a good lead on their own defensive side now. So the onus is on Boom.
ये बार-बार.
Series at the moment, the Zersha are quite the passive team. You have to draw them out. They are happy to wait for you to come.
Patience, a virtue, zen moments, which kind of doesn't live up to Bangkok, does it? Pretty chaotic.
LBY Trailblazer through A main, but Alert is pushing with an operator of all weapons, holding the line, and
Oh,
Blaze
that's so
King.
confident.
Oof.
You don't expect
Nice.
an operator on a bonus.
इतना
No
forward
bloody
नहीं
chance.
वो कर रहा था.
The investment
Hi,
pays
Smith. How
off.
are you?
Stocks are rising.
बहुत ज़्यादा लोड हो रहा है. YouTube पे लगा है क्या?
XZ also into position here as well. Sirafop manages to drop it. XZ
क्या
does
खेल
it.
रही है भाई सोचा. मजा आ रहा है देखने में पता है. YouTube पे देखते हैं रुको.
This is a beautiful looking bonus for Xerxia, and
That has to
they'll
be
take
saved.
it more than that. It does. 30 seconds left, basically, if a couple extras on top, but 5 alive. Barely any damage dealt. Utility not exposed the entire
मेरा
way.
काम नहीं था उनको तो बोल दूँगा.
They've got stuff to work with, and the reinvestment is going to be so minor. They've got another Vandal.
So we got like 30 seconds until we actually get back into the thick of things as well. So we'll want to see upgrades from Xerxia. Take the weapon.
ये भी करेंगे यार.
And I'm hoping that Boom take a timeout, not gonna lie. They have had some woes on their attacker's side right
हाँ
now.
diamond
Hometown
चाहिए
Heroes
हमको honestly.
Figuring out their groove on
एक
defense.
diamond बचा है ले
As
लो.
I said, happy enough to let Boom walk into their crosshairs, especially when Alert
ले
has an
go up game ना.
unsuspected operator.
You mean only
These
लिया?
rounds are so weird, right? Because you think about how quick Boom have been, especially on their defense.
Yeah.
They were so happy to just mow straight on in, right? They're not a hesitant team. And that round, they saved in a 2v5, in a bonus, right? So you're showing those gentle cracks on the vase. You know, slowly it's been there. Maybe someone's just put a little crack into that windscreen.
उनके मैप पे ये जीते, इनके मैप पे वो जीत रहे हैं.
To be applied, the whole
तेरे
thing's
पापा
going to
भी आ
be
गया.
replaced.
Yeah. For Boom here, they're going to buy down to keep some credits in the back pocket, enough for the next round. But I am seeing that timeout happen, so there is a discussion to be had.
Xerxia, 4 kills between them. Every single player doing what they need. They've been consistent. There's been no flashy moments. There's been nothing sort of breakout
Nice.
crazy,
Good timeout.
right? None of these individual highlights.
हाँ खेलना है
They've
क्या
been
on the
very consistent this map, and I think that is a massive testament to them because we were speaking about it. How the hell do you recover from Lotus?
Yeah, and you got to remember there were so many like
कल मैंने
2
Bings
versus
का
4s,
देखा.
2 versus 5s from
Control
Boom over
twice
there.
वाला.
But you flip it here, we're getting a little bit of a touch on that as well, right? With the famous satchels in, the showstopper, the recovery rounds to come through from Boom. But apart from that, it's been the Xerxia show. And Xerxia are the ones that, you know, picked into Lotus, happy enough to still let Split go through, had some rocky rounds.
Third
some
map
rocky
जाएगा,
score
मुझे
lines
लग रहा है
on it
third
so
map
far
जाएगा ये.
already. But right now, in this instance, doing enough to try and send us to a deciding map. If we get to Ascent, Mitch, if we get to Ascent, it's one map to determine who gets into the playoffs.
Both incredible storylines. Both incredibly gifted teams, players, individuals, personalities, fans, explosive. This map is everything.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see what this party mix buy from Boom is going to be able to present us. Is it going to be just a little bit of a snack, a taster? Or is it actually going to be enough to fill our bellies? Get things real close here. Bit of info for Guiding Light, of course. Xerxia playing up at the B tower again.
black color
Leaving
कैसे करता है
Alert
crosshair?
just
0 0 0 0
line
ना?
For himself, this time going to be
Wings
positioned.
से पिंक नहीं खेला ऐसा क्या?
The B site elevated.
Hi Blash. Did you reach?
Changing up the position, got to keep him interested.
And the Trailblazer actually sent through towards A.
Oh,
Great
nice shot.
Blaze King's down.
He has been way more on it this map. Super sharp, you know, sure, no individual
Alert is
standouts
alert,
by any
bro.
means, but he's been getting that opening
उसको
pick time
jump
and time
peek
again
नहीं
now as they
करने
rush
का.
into the vents.
Oh, showstopper in from Sirafop.
Sirafop.
Will he be able to clear the right
मार दो, मार
angle?
दो.
Just shoots it left. He'll see.
नहीं
He's
पीछे
gonna
मार
be
दो.
ready. Is he going to turn for
पीछे
anything?
मार दो.
They're letting it burn.
Oh, मिला
Zero
kill
to
मिला.
Oh,
शिरो
that
आ
is
रहा था
a
कि पीछे से
blunder.
मारूंगा
That
पे
has to be
इसका.
heaven.
Absolutely they do.
30 seconds.
Because Berserks has that control. He does have the Vandal in hand as well, and Rolex is going to get Goomba stomped on there. They might continue to move, but Alert's ready for it. Great shot there, and now he can start to fall away. I speak about individual moments of brilliance, Komodo, and he has to do it all. 15 seconds. They have one target, one location that they can go to, and Alert's going to let them in. He's going to allow it all, but he hits the third.
God.
This man is stepping
God.
away and hitting it out.
Beautiful
of the park.
freaking
A
round,
home
bro.
run For Xerxia.
Hi,
And
Chaitanya,
LBY
how are you?
runs them across the home
Next
base.
station is
All
Surat.
he needed
Let's
to do
go.
was buy time as well. He didn't need
Almost
to get all
home.
of those kills, Mitch.
Are you
but
happy?
He does. He wants to get activated in from Sirafop to Shiro with that showstopper, but it's Alert putting on a show at the moment. One more round from them to get to 12. And then we'll be seeing the reversing of the names. That's the situation that Xerxia saw in the last map. They were on the receiving end of a smacking. And now it's Boom.
Oh, he's close. He's ready.
Oh
but he
no,
knows
miss हो
there's
गया.
the
वो
panic.
confused हो
The
गया इधर
slight
उधर कहाँ
sense of
देखूं.
inconsistency there.
उसको
Alert
लेफ्ट ही
didn't know
लगाना
where
चाहिए
to
था. मिल
look.
जाता उसको एक pick.
The alarm bells are ringing inside his head, and he's been punished for it.
Severine can rip Seekers, which he does. Famous with the showstopper. Will he choose to follow them in? Or entry in towards the site because the spike has left the scene. It's starting to head towards mid. Blaze King with the wall to cut off info over at B. And that's currently where XIA is by himself. There needs to be some time. There needs to be some info gained from Xerxia. And they've done it. They've headed towards B.
Very early popped.
Yeah, real early in fact.
Calling his presence, letting
पर
them
मरेगा.
know.
अगर बैक साइड पे का तो मरेगा.
Will he get away?
बच गया.
Half
They
damage.
might overlook this, Komodo. They will, though.
Oh.
Clearing. Nicely done. Seraphop.
Nice.
Rolex. They bring the advantage at least equal.
Anti.
Now Rolex in this 1v3, and he drops two. This wasn't
दो मार दिए
equal,
उसने.
Komodo. This
और दोनों
was
बैच पे सिमिलर ही है.
Rolex back up against
Oh,
the
he's got it.
wall.
Bro, Rolex, bro,
And
what the fuck?
somehow, Famous puts his head up, and Rolex says, "You might be
What
rich.
the fuck is
You
happening,
might be
bro?
on top. You might
It's a
have
mixed
all
feeling.
eyes on you."
Okay, दूसरा ट्रेन
But
पकड़ के
I
वापस आ
was the
जाओ.
one that took Xerxia to this competition.
Happy Guru Purnima.
And don't ever
All
bloody
the Guru
forget it.
teachers, Royal Lecturers, day
12
out there.
rounds secured for Xerxia. One away to get us into a third map, a decider map. And it holds so much importance for this series.
अबे यार क्या टाइम पे पहुंच होता है ना.
One is here. Everyone is ready to play. Shiro, that's at least one. Seraphop's going to go down here so they can at least break the noise for a split second.
That'll stem the bleeding, but you do have to remember there is a player advantage for Xerxia, and if they do push XIA,
If they clear him.
oh, he got one.
How does he do it? He holds.
And another.
He holds.
GG.
Severine.
GG.
If you need a response, the time is now. Can he continue to hold? This would at
First
least
day of
just
school,
bring
first day. No, not really.
He has an approach to B. If he goes
First
there,
time
he
पे
will
आदमी.
not meet any enemies.
But he's got no friends either.
He's by himself all the years
I
of
was
his
too
own
little.
individual experience.
too
Mitch.
tiny.
This is where it comes into the massive play.
Alert right on the line.
Try किसी
Gonna
पे
be
ना.
just so narrow. He does at least manage.
Ah,
There's only so long you can walk around this one here, Komodo. But I think he's actually read this potentially. Maybe he can get to B.
Xerxia are happy enough to let him
Alt
go
kholo,
because they've got
alert.
this 1 versus 3 because
Last
they know
round
that's
hai.
a situation that they should not be losing. It does give Severine a choice of plant position, a guiding light to play with as well, and he knows because there's so many.
simply crying for.
I've
I've been begging to not go to school. No, apparently I was a very eager kid.
I've talked about so
So
many
every time my mom used to ask me, "You want to go to school?" I'd be like,
times,
"Yeah."
how many
Before I
moments that you
started
have
school,
playing this game
I'd
in your
always
career,
wanted to
in
go
your
to
history.
school.
Severine, one is
Bara.
now, but alerts on the line. it's not gonna
GG.
matter. History does not repeat.
GG.
He's been punished.
Let's go to
That is
Ascent.
Boom losing 13-6 here. That is an incredible response. One better than what they did there on Lotus. It was 13-5 where Boom looked like the Titans. But apparently Alert, they're ready to attack. They are the military police, and they're going to jump down and strike as they take us to a third map here.
A series that deserves everything, a series that needs
Nice
to go
freaking
to
match,
three.
bro.
We were asking
Well
for it.
fucking
The
played,
curse of
Josiah.
Komodo is not here
We get a
this
third
time.
map, baby!
There was a
We
complete
get
different
that
team
third
on this map
important
compared to
map.
last
And
map.
none other than Ascent. Such a
Only had this
stable
kind of
map
first
as
day.
well
No,
when it
everyone
comes
has
to
this.
region.
My brother also
It
used to
is,
cry.
and
Only
it's
I
just
was
a
like
stable
this.
map in Valorant, one of the OGs. No
Normal
fancy
kids don't want
teleporters,
to go.
nothing, just
I am just
cold,
very
hard
weird.
Valorant. And
Clearly.
the agent compositions, we already basically know what's going to come through, but that's okay.
उसने
Because we
क्या
have
मारा है
a
भाई.
third map where we will be finding who
ये round
will
तो
be
बहुत
going
crazy था.
through. Is it the heroes into the arena for this tie-based competition, or will it be the villains in Boom who deserve, who fight, who work towards this one? But I'm not going to ramble on any longer because I need you guys to reset your minds and cheer loudly no matter where you are in the world, because this is Group Alpha's finishing for VCT Ascension Pacific. Back in a minute.
Well freaking played. और क्या चल रहा है? बस वॉच पार्टी चल रही है. आप बताएं क्या चल रहा है? Whenever I never have a lot of memories. Khatan, Meta 2, mods, Prithvi, नहीं क्या था पूरा silent कर दो. And we press कर देगा. मेरा लाइट गया है. मैं सोच रही बंद कर देती हूँ अभी स्ट्रीम, क्योंकि वरना बीच में ही ऑफ हो जाएगा. फिर पीसी लोड लगता है ना, पीसी ऐसे ऑफ हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक मैं बंद कर दे रही हूँ. I wanted to watch the final map. Watch of dreams. चलो बाय चैट, मिलते हैं थोड़ी देर बाद. हमको रात को जो भी है लोगों को मिलता है. होपफुली जल्दी लाइट आ जाए. तब तक के लिए टेक केयर. हैव अ वंडरफुल डे अहेड एंड दैट इज ऑल. थोड़ी देर बाद मिलते हैं. बाय.
I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy.